Access. What's up? How you doing? I wanted to stream. Well, no, I wanted to play a game that's gonna take me insanely amount of time to play like one mission, so I was gonna stream it. Fuck, what am I doing? Oh, I need to go to Blue Sky or whatever the fuck. Hey Claude. Hey Chungu. Yes, it's 1:30 a.m. It's almost like I don't have a sleep schedule and everything's all messed up and, you know, all that fun stuff. You know? Is stream lagging? I don't think so. Y'all are really quiet today. I said hello. I just gonna let the pictures. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna let the pictures of the wisps stay on the screen for a little bit longer because I think they're adorable. What are we doing today? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see if Capone's around. Get them in on it. I'm gonna show you guys some work I've been doing. I don't need to show. It won't be for very long, but I'm gonna show you guys some work I've been doing. Let me open it up. I've been torturing myself for you guys. I'm very proud of myself, though. Yeah. Don't worry about the music in the background. That's just BattleTech. I have it open now. It just opened. It's still loading. Hold on. I'm loading everything up. Hey guys, I'm here. How's it going? So what I've been doing, I want to showcase this in the best way I possibly can. Okay. But Factorio already had a space expansion. It was unofficial and it was a mod for space exploration. What are you talking about? This isn't new. Man. Y'all over here like, oh my god, they're doing something new. No, they're not. This isn't news. I'll fucking beat you up. Beat you with a stick. Okay. Okay. Wait, that's not it. Where are you at? Here we go. Okay. I hope you can understand what I am doing, what I've done here. Chungu, the space expansion mod is amazing. Anyway, I hope you can understand what I've done here. I did this brigade. Let me read the thing for it real quick so you understand. Okay. So this is an augmented brigade. 4 regiments, okay? I put together this TO&D myself by hand, one at a time, for hundreds of units. You need to understand, this is Alpha Lance, 1st Company, 1st Battalion of the 385th Battle Mech Regiment. Or 3085th, okay? Right? That's not all, though. There's 3 companies in 1st Battalion, 3 companies in 2nd Battalion, and 3 companies in 3rd Battalion. The last one in 3rd Battalion, 9th Company, in So there's, in each company there's 3 lances, right? I chose the alphanumeric wording for every single lance, but I ran out of alphanumerics because I was using so many for this. This goes from Alpha to Zulu, and then I had to add another one, which I just went with 0 because I couldn't think of anything else to go with it. Okay? So we have 0 lance of 9th Company, 3rd Battalion of the 3085th Battle Mech Regiment, right? And then I have the 3088th Artillery Regiment, which, thank God, I just, threw them all into a battalion and said, and done with it. I didn't split them up into companies or anything. But you know what I did with the tanks? I split them up into companies. It's just 3 companies of 9, okay? To be fair, there's 4 battalions for the 3082nd Armored Regiment, right? And there's 9 tanks in each one. I had to add them one by one by right-clicking, and then there's add unit to add unit, and I had to do that individually for this entire TO&D. Okay, I've spent way too long doing this. I just wanted to showcase it, right? Show it off. I even did it for aerospace, but it's not as important, right? So I hope you guys are looking forward to the work that's gonna be part of later, right? Sometimes I hurt myself. So, what we're gonna do now, chat, is we're gonna go play BattleTech, which is the other less doing bad things to my selfie game, but it's not that much better. Oh man. So I went to play, how do I put it? I did a mission, right? I was given a mission to do in the game, and I did the mission, and I spent like 2 hours on that single mission for like 12 XP. It was really sad, really upsetting actually. So I did that. That was fun. That was painful. All the pain, right? Just all the pain. I might be a little tired, because I've been up like a while. And I just decided to stream because I keep thinking about it. I keep going, I want to sit down and play something. I want to sit down and stream. I want to sit down and play something. I want to sit down and stream. I'm currently writing out a script for that TOND, which is why I built that TOND. It's for visual reference for me. I will probably have that feature in the video that I get made. Effectively, I'm going to use that TOND for mental for keeping the mental visuals to myself, along with what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna record some MechWarrior 5 footage for it. It's just some footage. It's gonna be blank footage, and that'll go into that, and that's what's coming. It'll happen eventually. But I also got distracted when I made that TOND. I spent however long, like 3 hours on it or something like that. Just doing that. Fine. Like, I didn't even pick the mechs or anything. I just grabbed a bunch of random, like, no. All of them are the same. Every single mech lance is a mongoose, a Wolverine, and 2 Warhammer 6Rs, right? A mongoose 66, a Wolverine 6R, and 2 Warhammer 6Rs, okay? It's a heavyweight lance meant for general purpose, and they're all the same. Every single one of them. All 108 units. You heard that right. 108. There's 108 artillery. Half 57 are Arrow 4 artillery, and the other 57, is it 57? No, it's 50. It's 54. Half of them are Arrow 4 and the other half are Thumpers. Okay? And then we've got the rest of the tank platoons, which are a light tank company, which are hover tanks, a heavy tank company, which are von Luckner tanks, which kind of suck, a assault weight, two assault weight companies. One of them is, what's it called? The Fury command vehicle, and the other one is a Puma. Is the Puma assault tank, like POT 005 or some shit, right? And then everything else was extra, like the dropships and stuff. I didn't show them off because they're non-canon, but like everything else is canon, right? Like all of them and are canon units for an SLDF reserve regiment that I made. Well, I say canon units. They're all SLDF grade units, and none of them are royals, and none of them are special. They're just SLDF. And I made the unit as if it was a reserve unit because I wanted the I look. You saw the words. You'll get the story. It'll be great, right? It'll be great. Okay. What else now? Capone said he's not joining us, which is sad. My throat's really mad at me now all of a sudden. I don't know why. I was fine just a minute ago, but now it's like, hey, you're talking a lot. I'm gonna. Oh man, it'd be a shame if your nose suddenly stopped up and, you know, your voice dropped a few octaves because you decided to not blow your nose, I guess, or whatever, and got sick because it's cold. Oh yeah, Florida's getting cold now, so I'm freezing my ass off. Like, and right now I'm not. It's like 69. Haha, funny number. 69 right now, but like it gets really cold in my room. Yeah, Florida had a cold front. So what made sure Hurricane, the one that flattened Sarasota, I forget what it's called, that hurricane, what made sure that hurricane hit Sarasota and nothing else, and didn't go further north or further south, was the weight of the hurricane itself moving and being pushed back on by a cold front that went south. It's also, I think the cold front's also what influenced Helene to miss Tallahassee and hit Perry and stuff. I don't know for sure. I do know the cold front did influence the other hurricane, though, the one that hit Sarasota and Tampa and stuff and made them not have a good time. So, you know, that's always fun. It's a fun time. Am I gonna have to stop this stream, like, in, like, 10 minutes to get more water? Probably. So, I'm gonna go ahead and load up the campaign that I was playing already. So it'll take another couple minutes, so I'm just gonna leave it here. You ever take a sip of water or drink of water and feel like your throat closed up for some reason? I don't know why that happens sometimes. Although it's probably not helped by the fact that my nose seems to have clogged up all of a sudden while I'm sitting here for some reason. I know why people mouth breathe now. How long is this gonna be? It's gonna... Pain don't hurt, Dalton said. Thanks, Dalton. Is who tired of my shit? My nose? My throat? Life? Probably. Yeah, probably. To be fair, I haven't been treating it that badly these last couple weeks, but like... I'm not eating healthy still. People are like, just eat healthy, it's fine. You know, go buy the healthy food. Yeah, you tell you know, 80-year-old, 60-year-old grandparents that they need the, instead of spending, you know, $2 on this, you know, white bread, to spend the $5 on whole wheat bread, right? Spend $5 buying vegetables instead of $2 to buy fucking sweets and candies and shit, right? I want fruit. You know what I mean? I need to go to... I can't do it right now because my car battery's fucked. I need to go to the dollar store and get a bunch of canned fruit. That's the cheapest fruit we can get. My grandparents won't do it. I don't know why. I ask them every time they come back from the store, why didn't you get any fruit? Why didn't you get any fruit? You know, I'm always bugging them about getting fruit, so at least I have something healthy. Nah. And I can't afford to buy my own food. You hear that? If you donate, I can eat healthy. Go to my the place that I have donating in the description and give me money so I can go buy healthy food. I'm not even joking. And I still have to buy beef jerky. Yeah, when you're poor, you can't eat healthy, right? And it's a downward spiral because no one wants to make healthy food cheap yet. I don't know what that is, excess. I'm allergic to that. Right? It's mine? No, it's not. I didn't make the website. What are you talking about? I'm allergic to it. Why do you think I try not to talk about it? It makes me ill. I wish we had more people in chat. I'd just like to talk to chat, to be honest. I don't really want to play a video game right now. What else is there to talk about? Blue Jay? Blue Sky? Something Twitter competitor, something. It's beating the shit out of Twitter right now. I have it now. It's cool. Yeah, it's Blue Sky. I keep calling it Blue Jay. Honestly, missed opportunity calling it Blue Jay and having a picture of a Blue Jay where the top half of the head is like brown and the bottom half is blue and it's split in half, and it's still super simplified, but it's like it's literally just the Twitter logo but with the brown head and the blue body, and call it Blue Jay. Like, let's fucking go, right? Nah. They called it Blue Sky and gave it a picture of a butterfly for some fucking reason. Hey, Access, how's it going?
There's a reason for that.
Reason for what?
That logo.
That's a butterfly?
Yeah.
It's called Blue Sky. What's a butterfly got to do with Blue Sky?
Well, blue because it's supposed to kind of look like Twitter, but it's a butterfly instead of a bird, right?
This is literally a carbon copy of Twitter, except they have the post button in the top instead of the bottom.
Also, apparently it's more complicated to tag things / people, I guess. I don't know.
I don't care about that. Who cares?
Well, you tagged me. Well, you did my thing.
I added your YouTube channel with your thing about your debut. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I did not expect.
I'll be honest though, why didn't they go with Blue Jay? That's such a better, like, hold on, let me get a picture of a Blue Jay.
Because it's still a bird.
Yeah, that's the point.
No.
Yes.
It's supposed to be legally distinct. Hello?
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it's not, because Twitter was never called Blue anything.
No.
It just had a blue bird.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. Also, it would be a fading blue and white, right? Where it's literally the Twitter logo, right? But the wings are blue and the belly is white, and that's a Blue Jay.
Yes.
They could do a line of black along the neck, and it would look really cool. Honestly, best logo I've ever thought of. Why haven't they,
I mean,
Why didn't they go with Blue Jay? Come on, Blue Sky, and talk to me. I want to know why you didn't go with... I was going to say... No, I said Blue Sky. I was going to say Blue Jay.
Oh.
Because I'm still trying to call it Blue Jay. Because honestly, Blue Jay is a better name.
Nah.
Look, I may be a little biased, but come on. This is like marketing 101. You're competing directly with Twitter.
Wrong.
I know I'm not wrong.
I do have to ask you though, how'd you do the thing with the Discord thing at the top? How'd you do that? What'd you do?
What?
Do that? On your screen.
I have I went to, so because the other app kept freaking out and breaking, I had to stop using it, right? That is literally why I had to stop using it, because it just kept freaking out, breaking, and not working properly. So I gotta find it, hold on.
Because it looks like it's a direct thing from Discord.
Yeah, it's so cool, but I can't find it. Hold on.
You can't find it. You just installed it.
I probably just deleted the thing because it's the same thing but like better.
Sure.
It's called Discord Reactive Images.
Oh, images. Okay.
Yeah, Discord Reactive Images.
I see.
And I have it in the corner because I'm lazy, but like...
No, it looks good this way, actually.
It actually hides mine in the top.
Oh.
Because mine is actually above. Yeah.
Didn't actually take yours off?
Yeah, it was also being weird, but it functions better. Like it just works better. Although I'm scared if someone pops into my Discord into the Discord channel with a penis on their avatar. I don't think I'd be safe.
Well, that's the least of your concerns.
What do you mean? That's so ominous? Why would you say it like that?
Oh, dang. That's not the first time someone said that it sounds ominous without me sounding ominous. No, I'd be more worried about the name as opposed to the image.
Oh, that's just bannable.
No, not necessarily, because you do have someone in your...
What?
You do have some. Remember, you still have someone in your Discord. That's just like Pillow.
Someone in my Discord.
Pillow.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck Pillow. Yeah. Are they still here? I don't see them.
Yeah, probably. I don't see why they.
Oh yeah, there they are. Hashtag Fuck Pillow. Nope.
No, no one would have that as an image because they would just be banned immediately from Discord in general.
No,
like,
no. Lewd images are there. The thing is they'd be banned from safe for work Discords.
I have never seen.
For a period of time, I had a hentai image that actually had things.
But it didn't show it.
No. I had the things on my Discord image. Way back.
But it wasn't showing it though.
No, it was.
Oh.
It was like literally a pee-pee.
Okay.
I stopped that because I realized how stupid I was being, so I stopped that. Yeah.
And look at where we are now. Now you're too busy talking about small pee.
No, I'm talking about how big my pee-pee is.
Exactly.
Yeah, the biggest.
Then you get angry when everyone wants to call you a guy.
No, I get angry when people assume based on my voice. Which is rude.
Yeah, that is rude. That's why I tried to tell onto this not do that. But that's whatever. Or into the left. You know who he is. Whatever. But I've learned it's because he's afraid of women. He's had bad luck with women. He's afraid of women. So that's why he just refers to everyone.
It's okay.
I told him not to do that though.
Women are terrible.
People are
Why do you think I turned into a VTuber?
Dang, I must be doing it wrong.
No, hear me out,
you
right?
know what? No, I am doing it wrong.
Hear me out, right? Hold on a second, right? Check it. I turned into a VTuber so that way I wouldn't be terrible to people.
How's that working out for you?
I'm not terrible to people?
No, it's actually the exact opposite, Bill.
No, people. I have a lot of people who hang out now because I'm a VTuber.
Yeah, but you've literally said that you're nicer offline than online.
I am nicer IRL than I am on the internet by a significant margin.
Yeah.
But that's more because, you know, I believe in the Tao of I will punch you in the fucking face. You know?
Yeah.
And that means anyone else could do the same to me. I'm good.
Sure.
Look, IRL, I was raised to be a very nice, right? Very, very
Same.
nice. So
Very
I am
nice.
very nice, right?
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. But in the internet, I was raised to interwebs, and so I interwebs on the everybody.
Oh, I never learned to be different on the internet. I just learned to be me just on the internet.
So, I can actually tell you how it happened for me, right?
Sure.
Right? I know, Baylor. I don't know why anyone would want to punch my beautiful face, but you know, some people are weird. Also, if you say something fucking stupid in someone and you deserve it to be punched in the face, you deserve it to be punched in the face. That's all there's to it.
Of course.
But no, I know how my internet and real life personality dichotomy has formed, right? When I was a child, like 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish, right? I had access to the internet, but like I was raised in a very Christian household, right?
Yes.
No voice chatting. I couldn't say words. You know, you don't say those words around people, right? Like, I know I cuss a lot now. That's because I ended up moving away from all family for a period of time. And that really helped with getting me to not do that, right? To be able to be voice chatty, right? Before that, I was actually really quiet when it came to stuff. Like, unironically, I would have been one of those mute streamers, right? If it wasn't for, yeah, if I hadn't moved away. And
I can see that, yeah. That would have been me. I kind of still am, sort of.
So now, like, used to, I didn't say words, right? I hid all manner of anything involving myself. Now that you can copy my voice on the internet, I have decided that I will record my voice on the internet. You know.
That's brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? That's
you know,
amazing,
now that people can totally steal my likeness in every way, shape, and possible, I totally have opened up my likeness to the internet even more.
And people
That's how
wonder
you do.
why
Yeah.
people actually use slight like changes to their voice and stuff. Not totally throwing shade at myself.
The cringiest thing that I've ever experienced, okay, was... Okay, check this out. This is gonna be pretty cringe. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it, okay?
It's the time that you said, shall we?
No. I mean, I don't like that either, but no. The cringiest thing was, for some reason, we were gonna hang out at the mall. I don't hang out at the mall very often, right? And I had this phase. I was still furry. Still very furry, right? You're a VTuber, that's redundant. Yeah, right? I'm better now. I swear. I'm a lot better than I used to be. So I was still very much into the furry stuff, and I was very cringe about it, right? You know, it's not just being... I'm not just a furry. It's a way of life. It's not just about it's not just about the porn.
Oh, okay.
And I had a collar, right?
Uh-oh.
And, you know, the collar was innocuous, right? It wasn't that crazy. It's not a phase, Mom. Yeah. So the collar wasn't, like, anything crazy. But, like, you know, put it on, went to a mall, and I was absolutely fucking a completely different person. It was fucking weird as fuck. It was awful. Yeah. It was terrible. I hated it. Never wore the collar in public ever again. I fucking chilled the fuck out. Like, to be quite honest, I think that's when I cringed inwardly after I got home and realized how cringe I was being. So, you know, that's probably the start of my journey to less cringe.
So you'll do it again, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't get out anymore. Going outside is expensive. Costs money that I don't have.
It can, yes.
It just costs money, man. It just all costs money. Hey, 11 people, how you doing? Oh, now it's back at 9.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, it's sad. Now I'm gonna go AFK to get more water, and I'm gonna lose all my viewers.
We're gonna game 5.
You know what? Now you can, if you wore tails, if you wore a tail to school something like 15 years ago, 20 years, let's see, how old am I? 28? 15 years ago.
Philip.
15 or 16 years ago, right?
Just had a birthday.
Am I 29 now?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Anyway, 15, 16 years ago, right, if you wore a tail to school, you'd get the absolute shit kicked out of you, guy or girl, right? It would just be more emotional for girls, right? Now, you maybe get some people who go, ha 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 ha, and then, like, they move on with life.
And be like, oh, do you know IT?
Yeah, do you know IT? Or someone will try to hook up with you. Like, it's weird. I wish that was a joke, and I wish it would be like just a high school thing, but no, it's not a joke.
No,
it's not just a high
phase was awakening.
No, before that. No. When I said when I said people will try to hook up with you.
Oh.
That's
there.
That's a predator joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna leave you guys for a minute to go get some drink. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna be 2 minutes. Please don't go. I'll be right back, I promise.
I'll be here in the corner. Actually, you would get reprimanded by faculty. I remember that, but really a tail hanging from the back of the pants is the least of our worries. Yeah, I mean, it definitely would be weird at first, obviously, because it's like, why are humans trying to be animals? Also, hello, the Shroud 76. Pillow actually went to go get water, so I am slightly entertaining everyone until she gets back. So please, stay tuned and stuff. But now basically everyone's a furry and it's okay, I guess. I don't know. Remember, it's not who you are, it's what you are.
I'm back.
Oh, wait,
what's up?
Opposite. That was not 2 minutes.
How long was it?
That was like 40 seconds.
Yeah, I just had to go grab water. It's just I had to walk to the other side of the house to grab the water. I don't know what you want from me.
So you sprinted then?
No, I walked really fast because everyone's asleep. This is a mobile home. Like my steps make noise. Yes.
Yep.
Hey Shroud, how's it going?
But yeah, maybe we can push Blue Sky more. I don't know. Remember, it's not really the social media that's the issue. It's the people who cause the issue. So.
The issue with Twitter and Blue Sky is that the reason Twitter is losing people so quickly is because they decided they wanted to own everything that you post on Twitter. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not defending Twitter. However, this isn't the first time this has happened, right? And there's a very good reason for it. I don't agree with it, and it can be abused because the reason you do this is also abusable. But the reason that a large social media company claims all of the product inside of their social media is quote-unquote theirs is because, legally speaking, if they have to defend their platform from legal battles of any kind, they can't use they can't use the images and stuff in those legal defenses without technically owning them or contacting the person who owns them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, now, I'm not a lawyer, to be clear, right? I'm mostly speculating. But in order for, say, Facebook to go, see, here's a thing where someone wasn't, like, abused or whatever online, even though they could have been, right? They can't just hold up their paper and be like, submit it to court, right? They have to have the right of the person who owns it, unless they own it, right? Now, I'm not defending Twitter. It's still very easily abusable to utilize all this stuff for, advertisements and stuff. So, You know, that's all shit. And then also they were gonna use it for AI training, and they can suck my dick about that. They can just like, nah.
You don't like AI training?
You do not have the right to utilize works given out by other people to showcase their own works as AI training. If it's free on the internet, that is not a free license to use in AI training.
You can't own anything if it's AI. You can't own anything AI.
You can't own the things that are AI, but you can, but you can legally use the free stuff on the internet as AI for AI training. The problem with that is that every AI is using it, so everything looks the same.
Yeah.
Instead of paying someone for their entire art gallery a sum of money to utilize in AI training, which would be infinitesimally less expensive than dealing with all the legal battles of accidentally grabbing someone's art that you don't own, right? That's it. That's like, from a monetary standpoint alone, why are you being a fucking idiot?
But Pillow, you said money.
Yes, from a money standpoint alone, the legal fees you have to deal with for accidentally, you know, having someone's art one time accidentally inside of the thing that they're not supposed to, the one time, your legal fees will exceed greatly the amount of fees that would cost instead to actually pay for hundreds of artists. We're talking easily millions of dollars, right? It's not even... So the unseen mechs are a completely different issue. The unseen mechs were someone owning the copyright for the mechs and then going, hey, you need to pay this, or them trying to take it from BattleTech or something. But I'm pretty sure BattleTech actually won the case. Not that BattleTech's using it anymore. They made their own designs again. But like, the point is the unseen had been a legal battle for Macross, I think it was. I think it was whoever owned Macross at the time tried to claim that BattleTech was theirs, even though BattleTech had the license and, you know, basically made their name around these mechs. And so it's just like, you can't go, you know, we own this. Stop trying to, you know, you just can't.
But Pillow, no one can own anything. I think art is the only thing that people can own now. Like, people who are artists themselves, that's like the only thing that can be owned.
I'd like to see the government try to take my spot of land. Come at me, bro.
You really want to defend that farm, which is fine. However, it's gonna happen.
So AI is not gonna take jobs, if that makes sense. Not in the way people think. And the jobs that it will take are people who don't matter anyway, and that's not me being an asshole, right? The problem with AI is that at this moment, it's cheaper and good enough. But it's not going to stay that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Funnily enough, even if you're trying to go online to make stuff or to generate something with AI, you still need to make an account of some sort. You can't just do it anonymously or whatever. You still have to make some kind of account, jump through some hoops just to get the AI to generate something for you.
That's when you're generating AI. We're talking about the people who own the AI models. They're trying...
AI models.
You can own an entire model. Yeah, Google. There's a couple other that own models, like ChatGPT. Whoever owns ChatGPT isn't like, they own ChatGPT, right? And so any information that goes into ChatGPT's like thing goes to them, and you giving them that information is you saying that you own the work or whatever, and that they can utilize that for AI training, which, you know, they have to do. But like, that means that anyone who inserts, say someone took the entire series from J.K. Rowling, right, Harry Potter, right, and put that into ChatGPT. They don't own that. You know, ChatGPT doesn't suddenly own the rights to that just because someone put it in, but they don't know that it was put in there, right? And that's one of the problems. right?
But
There
the thing
is a
about AI in
protected
general
there
is
is a
they answer
protected
both
chat
stuff.
GPT branch or something like that if I remember right, but like I don't really know much about the AI stuff. I just know it's a pain in the ass.
I want to learn it. I actually genuinely want to learn about it and delve into it. I'd like to do that as a job. That'd be great. Just train the bots better and get it better information, improvements, this and that. I'd love to do that actually.
So, how do I put it? This all comes back down to everyone's like, we need to make money, right? But everyone's a fucking idiot about it. And I'm not just saying, you know,
Rich quick scheme.
not even get rich quick scheme. It's like, how can we do this in the most boring, quick way as possible with the least amount of margin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, the moment an inch of this fails, you're fucked, okay? But instead, you could have made billions for no effort.
Explain.
I'm gonna bring back Halo, right? Halo 5. Halo 5 Guardians had a PC release ready to go. They could have quadrupled the Halo 5 earnings total if they released after like 5 years, because they didn't release Infinite till like 6 years later, right? If they released Halo 5 Guardians in its current form as a PC game, they would have made oodles of money. Period. Full stop. It's not a discussion, right? We proved this when the failure that was the initial release of Halo Master Chief Collection released and did amazingly, and then everyone got really mad that it was bad, right? And it's still doing really well, okay? You're gonna sit here and tell me that your analysts couldn't put together that you had already set up a PC model for Halo 5? Like, you could get the Forge mode on PC. It was already there. It was free, right? You had all of the hard work done. Port the campaign, port Warzone, set up the servers, go. Easy money. Easy money. Short-term money gain. Absolutely fucking oodles of money. But instead you wait. You let it fester in the worst way possible. And this is just one example of this happening, right? And it's not super duper common, but it is something that I've noticed a couple companies have done.
It's like a trend, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you doing? It's been 4 years. Release it on PC. You will see a huge spike. You know you will, because you just released Master Chief Collection, and it did really well, even though it was garbage.
Probably because of name or brand, I guess.
Halo 5 was fun. I enjoyed it, even though it wasn't my favorite. Like, Halo Reach is my favorite, right? Don't get me wrong. Halo Reach is my favorite. Halo 4 was awful. But Halo 5 Guardians was okay. There were some good points and there were some bad points. Like, they're marketing to market as if, you know, Locke and Chief were gonna fight and stuff, and then they had like a fist fight and they fucked off. Okay? That was kind of lackluster and they could have done that better. Okay? But their Warzone mode was endless fun. I would have kept playing. I would be a Halo 5 streamer right now if I had access to Warzone on PC. Okay? Warzone is firefight mode, but in PvE. But like with, and some PvP, right? It's the multiplayer, but like you have firefight mode. It's really cool. I highly recommend you try out Warzone if you get a chance. Because what made it fun was just the stupid stuff you could do with other people in multiplayer. Like, yeah.
Thought it was the Forge mode.
AI isn't as bad as people want to say it is, but it's not as good as people say it is either. It's a cheap alternative for people who can't afford to do things that they want to do, but it's not good enough to be a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it ever will be good enough to be a replacement. By the time it gets good enough to be a replacement for people who are actually artists and stuff, the AI is going to be so advanced that it's going to be doing shit for us. It'll be doing shit for us without us asking it to do shit for us.
Our laundry.
It'll actually be an AI, right? Right now they're not actually intelligent, right? They're simulating intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
At best.
Now, honestly, Pillow, they are intelligent compared to as far as we're concerned, they are intelligent because now we've succumbed to like brain rot. So everything is
We've anthropomorphized AI models by accident without realizing it, and people can't understand that because people don't know what anthropomorphizing an AI model is.
Your face on it.
Anthropomorphizing something is like how we assign emotions to a dog, right? There are emotions that dogs can experience, like joy and sadness and stuff, and you can obviously see that. But then at the same time, they're not going to experience something like, how do I put it? They don't understand, right? There's a level of understanding that dogs don't have because they're dogs. You give them food, they're going to be happy. You take the food away, they're going to be sad. Great. They have that much understanding. They don't have much beyond that, right? And I'm not saying they're completely stupid or something like that. They're very intelligent creatures because they wouldn't be alive if they weren't. But there's... You know those things about how we want to hear what animals are thinking and stuff in an intelligent... Do you know what's going to happen the moment we can hear what they're thinking? We're not going to understand it. Because they don't think like a person. They don't think. They don't have an inner monologue. Right?
Dog goes around in grass. I need to do my tags.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes in the Halo 5 lore that I'm not actually a fan of. Like, personally, Halo 5 and Halo 4 aren't canon to me, right? And it's not because, oh, it's not made by Bungie, right? I don't care, right? 343 actually took over the ending years of Halo Reach. They didn't ruin Halo instantaneously. They didn't understand what Halo was, right? Because they inherited the IP from someone else, and they tried to continue something they didn't understand. Yeah, so the problem with it's not an easy answer, but the problem is people aren't as smart as they think they are anymore, right? When people talk about brain rot, there's a reason that people talk about brain rot. It's because very unfortunately the average IQ in the United States and everywhere else in the world has gone down. That's just it. I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm so smart, huh? No.
And attention span ratio.
It's just how it is. Not attention span. It's not attention span. I'm talking about general intelligence.
I know.
We have... So everyone understands where I'm standing at this, right? We have a basic education program that teaches everyone fractions. Most people don't pass fractions, right? They can't process taking a piece of pie and you go from a full 5-5 to a 4-5, and now you have less piece of pie, okay? Did you know 3/4 is bigger than not 3/4, it's 1/3 is 2/3 is bigger than 2/4?
It is.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
2/3 is bigger than than 2/4.
Yeah.
Do you know what most people think? 2/4 is bigger.
Yeah, because 2/4 is half.
So McDonald's tried to field this. So McDonald's did this. So by the way, Dairy Queen has this. Okay, if you want a 1/3 pounder burger, Dairy Queen has it. Okay, to be clear. Okay, McDonald's tried to do a 1/3 pounder, and then they did a 1/4 pounder. Okay, the 1/4 pounder sold better because people thought they were getting a bigger burger. That's why they sell a 1/4 pounder and not a 1/3 pounder. But Dairy Queen still...
What are they gonna call it? The 3rd pounder?
I mean, honestly, the marketing is better too, to be fair. To be fair to McDonald's, the 1/4 pounder is the best thing they ever did. Okay? Easily. The rules... So, remember this, kids. If you ever go to McDonald's, you want real, like, fresh meat, you get a 1/4 pounder. McDonald's makes each quarter pounder fresh from the moment their lunch menu opens to about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. local time, okay? Roughly. Anytime after 8 p.m., it's likely that the quarter pounder will have been made in advance and put on the hot bar just to save time because they have less people at night, okay? I'm not blaming McDonald's. It doesn't matter to me. But during the day, get a quarter pounder. You want to piss off an entire McDonald's branch? Get 16 quarter pounders.
Now you want to piss them off? Get the land, air, and sea.
No, you have to understand. 16 cheeseburgers is infinitely faster to make than 16 quarter pounders because they can only put 3 on a they can, I think it's actually like 6, right? 5 or 6 on at the same time. They're supposed to only put 3 on at the same time on the bar, on the cooking thing that they have, right? The grill. So if you want to piss off an entire branch of McDonald's, 16 quarter pounders. Don't order advance. Walk in, okay? You will piss. Don't order in advance. Walk in. They will hate you, okay?
Yeah. My first thought would be, why didn't you use the app? Because I don't carry digital money. I mean, you can still order on the app and still go up to the counter or to whatever, pay whatever, and put it out or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of people do carry cash still these days, which is okay.
I recommend everyone carry cash. A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I need to start doing that more myself, to be honest.
I don't have cash to carry. I'm poor. I'm poor.
You have crops, Philo.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's cold. The crops aren't gonna grow. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's cold now.
Yeah.
It wasn't for like three-fourths of the year.
Yeah, so I used to work at McDonald's.
Yep.
For it was a very short period of time, but I did work. I was a cook. I didn't like it.
I was waiting, Burning Fire. I was waiting for her to wonder if she was going to be spilling McDonald's info that she shouldn't or not.
It depends. So here's the thing. If you're worried about the quality of food, like straight up, okay, I don't recommend you piss off an entire, like, if you're gonna piss off an entire thing of McDonald's, right, an entire branch of McDonald's, you're not eating that food, okay? Because that food's gonna have someone spit in it. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? You don't go around pissing off fast food and then expect to eat it, okay? You go there to piss them off because they did something to piss you off, okay? That's what you do, okay? Now, if you want to actually have good McDonald's, the only thing actually good at McDonald's is anything involving their mac sauce, which is still pretty solid mac sauce, okay? That's the stuff that's on, that's the sauce that's on their Big Mac and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Here's what you do. You get a quarter pounder made the way they make a quarter pounder, but replace the ketchup with mac sauce. You're golden. Double quarter pounder with cheese. If you're by yourself, order a double quarter pounder with cheese and a quarter pounder with cheese, okay? They'll have it out in like 5 minutes, okay? If you order more than 3 patties of a quarter pounder, it will take them at least 10 minutes to get your meal or longer, okay? But you can get 3 quarter pounder patties with no issue whatsoever from McDonald's. Go do that, you know what I mean? And they'll be freshly made, and they're great, and they taste great.
Or you just order like 40 nuggets or something.
Yeah, anytime they stop accepting cash, everyone realizes it's terrible. Hey, Capone, how's it going? You like my McDonald's tips and tricks?
No.
Why not?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, if you wanna, if you wanna slightly irritate every McDonald's employee at the branch, order something like, I think it's 5 or 10 large fry. Right? So they have to make 2 batches of large fries. They have to make, I mean, 2 batches of fries, right? They have, because like I don't know how many things of fries it'll make. I think it'll make like 5 or 6.
Look, I know how to be a dick to somebody in fast food. You don't gotta tell me.
No, I'm telling everyone the real secrets to getting at McDonald's. Because fuck McDonald's, I'll be honest. Fuck McDonald's, right? They suck.
Sure, fuck McDonald's. I don't fuck the nerds that are having to, unfortunately work there.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the places you go to that you don't like with McDonald's. If you go to a McDonald's you like, a really nice, clean McDonald's, I just tell everyone, get a quarter pounder with cheese. Don't order more than 3 patties. You'll enjoy yourself. You'll have a great time. Put some mac sauce on that. You're great. You know what I mean? That's how you have a good time. Don't order any of the regular, like any of the normal patties, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, Big Mac, any of those. Don't get those. You get a quarter pounder with cheese, double quarter pounder with cheese. You could order a quarter pounder with cheese and a double quarter pounder with cheese, and you'll be fine.
I just want to throw this out
5
here,
minutes.
but
What?
I don't know if you should be min-maxing here with this.
But you see, you have to. I actually have a really nice McDonald's that I will never go to again because I worked there and I walked out, so I'm never going there again, which is really sad because it's the nice McDonald's. If you ever do work for McDonald's, don't work at the nice McDonald's because you will want to go to the nice McDonald's, right? So if you ever quit McDonald's,
nice McDonald's.
If you want to keep going to the nice McDonald's, you don't work for the nice McDonald's. Pro tip.
They will shit in your food.
You can leave it too without, being like, I quit.
Yeah, no, I left because I quit.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I know.
like, you don't understand. I've never. That is the first job I've ever actually walked out on quit, right? Like, there's a second, but
Yeah, I can relate.
I've walked out on a couple jobs. I really stopped giving a fuck. After the 3rd time, I was let go, no warning, right? I was just like, nah, you guys don't get to have a 2-week anymore because y'all don't give me a 2-week.
Hey, Philly and Servant, how's it going? We're having a good stream today. I don't know why it's such a good stream now.
It's because I'm kidding.
Yep.
Nah, because it's X's here. Because X's is here.
No. I make people lose subscribers. Please, no.
So I don't like
I make
Burger
people
King.
lose
My local
subscribers.
Burger King sucks. Okay. It's really unfortunate. All of the local Burger Kings we have sucks. And I think it's just because I don't like Burger King, right?
Burger King used to be fucking like best in slot. I don't know what happened to them.
The best food from my Burger King right now is the Impossible Burger, which isn't even a real fucking burger. You know what I mean?
Irony.
The irony is very because you don't taste the shitty patty they have. They use the same shitty patties that McDonald's uses, but like they're worse somehow.
They used to be dope. I think at some point they stopped using like actual grills at their locations. I think that's what happened.
No, they still
like-
use fire grills here.
Anyway,
Like-
like I was saying before you devalidated my fucking my hypothesis there, they used to have 49-cent cheeseburgers, and that was like absolutely the shit because, like, you're at ye olde land party, right? You're a bunch of broke ass nerds, right? Because you're like just out of high school and whatever, and everyone's like, oh, what do we eat? So you go to fucking Burger King and you come back with like a whole sack full of burgers. No one's gonna complain.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have the cheeseburgers and fucking love it.
Yeah, if Burger King or McDonald's still did that, but now they're something like $10 a burger, I might as well go to fucking Whataburger or
No, like
Steak
the
and
worst
Shake
part about
or-
it was the worst part about this whole sitch is like the burgers were all so good for 49 cents.
Yeah, that's true. The burgers used to be better. They've gotten they've gotten worse. Their
They were
patties
like
aren't
really
dry.
good cafeteria burgers
Like
for 49 cents.
Burger King here, the patties aren't dry. What it is they're not seasoning their burgers anymore. I can tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my Burger Kings. That's all the Burger Kings we've been to. They don't season the burgers, so the patties don't get seasoned. So it's just like the only thing you're really tasting is the reason why the Impossible Burger tastes better is because you don't
Actually
taste the
seasoned.
meat. No, you don't taste the meat.
It's drowned
You just-
in seasoning and everything else.
No, it's drowned in all the other bits. The lettuce, the tomato, the pickles, right? It's all there, but like the meat doesn't have any flavor anymore. Like with the flavored meat, the actual meat that Burger King fields, it's just not good.
Let's see.
So
That's
so
fantastic.
if I go out to get burgers now, it's Steak and Shake, Burger King, or not Burger King, Whataburger, Dairy Queen, and Sonic. right?
Man, I had a DQ burger and I was highly disappointed.
Nah, the ones down here are okay.
I don't
They're
know,
mid.
man.
They are mid.
Yeah, it wasn't like the worst part was it wouldn't have been bad as ferociously mid as it was. Like the main issue was it was mid and fucking $7 for the burger. I was just like, nah.
I mean, everything around
California
here is
does
$10 for a burger, so like, you know,
Like the DQ burger I had wouldn't even be a value at $4.
nah, I could believe that. The thing about it is our DQ around here sells ice cream with a burger. So like you can get an ice cream, a burger, and like fries and a drink, right? You can get all
that's
of it. In, like,
DQ.
yeah, you can get no. They have meal deals or something like that, right? So you can get it all for like $10 or something, right? And that's what I'm about. And I'll be quite honest, the way you eat DQ is you get their burger and then you have ice cream immediately after. You're not there for the burger, but the burger is there to fill you up, and then the
Yeah,
ice
the
cream
burger
is
is
to
the
be, yeah. And honestly, I'll be quite honest, ice cream burger is the best burger. Okay.
Ice cream burger.
Yeah. But no, Whataburger is where I go, or Steak and Shake, or Sonic, and those are the best burgers. And when I go to Sonic, I usually get a Coney instead. So a
A
Choney.
chony dog.
Yeah, a Choney dog.
Oh boy.
Y'all want a Choney dog?
Nah.
I like
I'm
getting.
good.
I like doing the combo. I like doing this combo where I'll get a large Coney, the foot long Coney, but I'll get it in the American ultimate American dressing, right? So it's got like horseradish and all the other stuff that they put on the Coney, right? And then for the fries, I'll get a large fry, but it'll be chili fries, chili cheese fries. That shit's great. So you get the best of both worlds. Highly recommend. However, I'm a position myself on the map a little bit for you guys, okay? If you're ever in Crawfordville, okay, don't go to the Sonic. The Sonic is awful, okay? They are the worst.
That sucks.
Yeah, no, it's the worst Sonic I've ever been to, and I've been to a Sonic up in Tennessee. You know what I mean? I don't remember. It was somewhere
Fast
around.
food. Like fast food, like any fast food in Tennessee, as far as I know, fucking blows. You got to go to a not chain fast food spot in Tennessee, which I only saw a couple when I was rolling through. So,
I don't go to Five Guys because they're too expensive and they're not worth the price.
they're not.
I could go to Whataburger and get a
are they
burger the
good?
exact same size, the exact same taste.
Are they good? No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
They put A1 sauce. They put A1 sauce, onions, pickles, and fucking mushrooms on your burger.
They put onions.
No, they don't.
They put onions. They don't put pickles because I get the patty melt, which is amazing.
What I'm saying is what I'm getting at here is that Five Guys, their whole thing is that they've got a bunch of ingredients and you can like Burger King there, have it your way.
I don't know. I don't think they're worth the price.
I don't think so either. Like, I'm not arguing the price. I'm just saying you can't go to, Whataburger and have the same experience.
You can do a lot at Whataburger. Well, you're supposed to be able to. Sometimes I don't do it. I don't know if it's just because the Whataburger I have is really slow or what's up. At Shadeford? What the fuck is Shadeford? Also, you gotta be careful, because when I say Crawfordville, I mean Crawfordville, not Crawfordsville. There's an S in there that doesn't exist in the one that's near me. Shadeville. Shadeville's a county, I think. Anyway, Shadeville sucks too. There's nothing there. Don't go there.
That sounds real shady. Womp,
That's
womp.
the Shadeville's the redneck place that if you go out alone, you won't make it back if you go anywhere backyard, anywhere in the back. You know what I mean? You don't do that.
Oh, okay.
You don't do that.
So it is in fact shady. GM.
Yes, it is not a safe place. Unless you're in the new residential areas they built up like last couple months or last couple years.
You're extra not safe.
You will hear banjos, absolutely.
No.
Shadeville's banjo country, absolutely. Woodville's still banjo country too. Like, to be clear, they just actually have a town. Like, their town is kind of not quite right, and people from Tallahassee go to Woodville to get stuff because, the Woodville here has a chicken place that is like world-renowned chicken, right? Fried chicken, for being the best cheap chicken you can get in like 200 miles, right? That that's saying something, okay?
Yeah, that is kind of saying something in the South.
Yeah, so it's like for 200 miles, it's the best cheap chicken you can get, and honestly, the only reason why I don't eat that is because I used to work there, and you know, when you work somewhere, you don't eat there anymore. So yeah, would I recommend? Absolutely.
Work at a place you like so that you can no longer have it.
I'd still eat McDonald's if the nice McDonald's would let me back in, but I don't trust that. They didn't ban me. I didn't get.
I was gonna say they put you on the blacklist.
No. It's just one of those, you know, I don't want to go back there because I worked there and then I stormed off in anger and quit.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to. I'm good, right? I went to McDonald's once after the fact, and it's just like, it's not as nice. It's the nicest McDonald's in town. I'm really sad about it. Luckily, I don't go out in that part of town anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Just put on a hat and a mustache.
Right?
Wear the mustache glasses.
But like
Yeah,
McDonald's isn't worth driving 45 minutes for. So
Yeah, no, it's not.
Is it good or is it not good then, Philip?
it's the best McDonald's in town.
In town.
In
45
Tallahassee.
minutes in town.
Yeah, I live at least 30 minutes outside of Tallahassee.
Yeah, that's right. You live
At least, minimum. Like, I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Good luck finding me. Seems like Chungu's trying.
Well, it's not that. Look, can you really blame him? You literally like name off every place within your residential all the time.
I can
You
look.
want people to find you.
Technically speaking, I'm within reach of Perry, and they got flattened by a hurricane. Okay.
Well, now it's worse because ain't shit else to fucking see but you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that farmland and trailer and be like, oh, I can ask for a cup of sugar, and then all you hear is and that's
see, I still have the benefit of the fact that since this is like some of the best universities in the entire United States, right? Actually,
that's saying something. Actually,
it is saying something. They're still universities. They're not like Harvard or anything like that, but like they're still some of the best. You know, two of them within like spitting distance of each other. Fucking, there's so many people moving in and out. Good luck finding me. Especially since I don't go out. You know what I mean? Like, fucking good luck. You're not gonna see me on the street.
I'm looking for this fox farmer.
Yeah, good luck.
Hello, the hive queen.
Yeah. Have fun.
I'm telling you guys, like, real life is gonna turn into digital life real quick. Like
It already did.
Capone was talking
I
about.
think COVID pushed it really hard.
Well,
COVID and then no money, right? Like I was explaining to somebody, like, oh, that's what it was. The whole entitled females thing is happening all over again, and it's funny because it's happening in the same old ass tired ass stages that it did back in 2015. But apparently, you know, a bunch of chicks now think it's not okay for guys to play video games again.
oh,
What?
again. Wow.
Yeah. It's like, oh
What?
my god, they're such losers. They should like get a job or a real
Yeah, I keep
hobby.
seeing
And it's
videos
like,
of this, yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh bitch, why don't you get a real hobby? Oh, wait, because you ain't got no man to pay for it for you. Oh shit, is that why?
I
You
don't
don't want
think-
to play video?
I don't think it's going as well as they think it is this time because
No,
there's
it's not.
actually
It didn't go that well the first time neither.
it probably
basically
didn't, but I don't remember that.
It rolled right in the fucking Gamergate, and people were like, yeah, no, disregard. Like We're not even not even the time
You
of
can
day.
find
sorry.
Pillow at foxfarmers.com/pillow hive queen.
Foxy farmer.
Sorry, I saw that. It was great.
That's amazing. But yeah, nah. I think it's honestly, Capone. I think it's just because of the whole, not just the money making thing, but the attention thing. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody, why would you be like, man, those video games sure are taking up more of their time than me. Why can't I take up their attention?
Oh, jeez, why weren't you
I like
born
that.
a twin?
I like that one chick who has that one boyfriend on YouTube Shorts that she goes in, how do I know that he ain't cheating on me? And she walks in and says, "Tell me what's your favorite Pokemon card." Right? And he squeals, you know? And he opens up the case and he talks about his little Charizard card. That shit's adorable.
Oh.
That right there, that's the shit. That's the shit people should be looking for, not whatever the fuck
That's
these fake
something else
bitches
that
looking
really that's something else that really pisses me to fuck off, right? So
Mhm.
like the whole thing of chicks walking up and like recording their significant other, right? Now it's not like dudes don't do this too, but dudes do it in significantly fucking less numbers than this. And normally they only do it when like they're like litmus testing to see, should I be worried about this, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, should I be putting up with this? This is what my girlfriend does, kind of shit, right? But
Mhm.
like the irony is that when chicks do the same thing, it's normally followed by a fucking overwhelming tide of male and female going, bitch, that's normal ass behavior. Why don't you like stop complaining about having like a normal fucking person for a significant other, right?
Are you talking about the one that I was talking about, or are you talking about something else?
No, I'm saying in general.
So
Like,
the
I'm
reason
not
I don't
saying
mind that
Pokemon
specific
cards-
instance, the reason I don't mind that specific instance is because the couple is actually a very YouTube heavy couple. They do that to each other all the time, so it's okay, right? Like, to be clear.
I get that, and I was guessing that the problem is that the whole consensual videotaping thing, yeah, that's not normal. Like normally you see the opposite, where like, you know, chick is obviously like trying to hide the fact she's filming this motherfucker for clicks, and he's just fucking confused as to why dude's being asked these bizarre ass fucking TikTok-y fucking questions because he hasn't like seen the trend yet. And then there you go. Now you've got a video of a guy who refused to peel an orange, and now the internet fucking hates him because he refused to peel a fucking orange.
Wanna know what the best thing though?
You know
is?
what? I have a counterpoint. There was a video of a girl who was trying to open a Pringles can, so she got a can opener and started opening it, and the guy sitting next to her, tried to help her, right? And she like was like, "No, I got this. I can do this." She finally peels the can open, right? And then he looks at her and he reaches to the bottom of the pink Pringles can and pulls the lid off, and all the Pringles fall out.
Yeah, because she had the can upside down.
Because she had the can upside down and was peeling it open with a can opener, and he had tried to stop her and help her, but she absolutely had it. She could totally handle doing it, right?
Okay, what does that have to do with what does that have to do with like TikTok challenging a motherfucker and recording it without consent?
I don't remember. I lost the plot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like when
I think she
you
thought that we were talking about why something is dumb on like from one side but not from the other, or something like that.
my explanation is that there is an overwhelming percentage of chicks like low-key recording their boyfriends for literally TikTok challenges, and it's a fucking trap, right? Like the whole orange peeling thing. Like a lot of guys caught on to that, so that like orange peeling thing only hit like the thousands of individual dudes instead of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. But like straight up, I remember watching one where like chick asks dude to peel orange and guys like, yeah, I'm leaving you.
Oof.
Like, before they could get into the meat of his fucking reason for it, it became very obvious that he was aware of this TikTok fad.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
with the guy
and
on that.
that's what I'm saying here. Like, I don't like videos where people are like being bamboozled, right? Like we have laws against fucking dragnet and entrapment for shitty stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not something you should be allowed to do, or that you should actually. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if you wanted to be litigious about it, you could, in fact, be very litigious about it.
Yes. There's a lot.
But, like,
there's a
you're
lot
not
of
allowed
laws
to-
out there because there's a lot of people who are abused.
If you're in your
and, like,
house, if you're in your house, right, and someone records you without your permission, and it goes on the internet, oh boy,
Yep.
right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's,
Mhm.
yeah.
If that
So
were
I'm.
towards my mom, I wouldn't exist anymore.
There's,
Say again.
I said if that were towards my mom, I wouldn't exist anymore. Once
You're
you
really
have a
quiet,
being
Excess.
Recorded. Am I?
Yeah, you got really quiet.
I'm the same as I was.
I have you at max.
Oh no.
I have you at max
close, I
volume.
guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll deal with that later then.
Turn your mic up.
I. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's quiet on my end too. Yeah, I know. That's why I mentioned it. I'm looking at it, and it's like Capone's louder. I'm louder. Excess is like over here still in
I'm
the green.
always quiet.
Stop being
always
green.
quiet.
Be red.
It's my
Excess.
favorite color.
Excess is the opposite of excessive
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it comes to volume.
Yeah, the irony is real. I have to deal with it. I've always had audio issues, but
Man, I sure am not playing
welcome
Mech
to
Warrior.
streaming, always having audio
never
issues.
Huh?
Welcome to being streamer and always having audio issues. That's just
think
kind
it's
of
just a
like
me
par for the
thing.
course.
No,
I
it's
think it's literally just
it's
a me
No,
normal.
it's every person ever. Like, it doesn't matter. Someone in the stream is going to have an audio problem.
All right. Well, check this then. I have a question.
Okay.
Capone, when
Yes.
you get a new microphone and you get it out of box and you plug it into a computer
Uh
and you speak into it,
huh.
is it loud enough right from the Is it loud enough from the get go?
9 times out of 10, yes.
Okay, Pillow. Same question. If you get a microphone, and you plug it into the computer, and you speak right into it, right out the box, are you loud enough? Okay.
I don't
Right.
know.
Loading. Please wait.
Like, I don't remember. It's been so long since I had a new microphone.
Oh.
So my old microphone, the other one that I had that I was using before this one, right? It I had to watch the volume because sometimes Windows would reset its settings and then start taking control of it and it would fuck it up.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it would do that.
Attenuation. Or
But
attenuation.
no, not it would literally just lower the volume of the microphone. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop that.
Yeah, Windows would do that sometimes. Yeah, you have to set that. Yeah.
For this one, I already had Voice Meter Banana, so I was already, like, the moment I plugged it in, I made sure it was making the right noise, and I didn't really mess with it, so...
Okay. So here's my story. Every time I get a microphone, no matter what, I've learned that whenever I speak into one, even if I'm really close to it, I'm usually at like 27%,
Right.
which has taught me that I never learned how to speak or project.
I
That's why.
don't think you have a problem with that. I think it's genuinely just the types of microphones. So here's the thing. Something I learned. Turtle Beach headsets, okay? This is something I learned on Turtle Beach, right? Those microphones aren't loud enough for video games, and they're not loud enough when you plug it into the PC, right? Or no, they're cued for video games. For the ones that you get are either set for Xbox or PlayStation. If you don't get the right one for the other, it'll freak it out, right? And if you get one for PC, if you get the Xbox or the PlayStation one for PC, it'll be too low because it's designed for being plugged into an Xbox controller or a PS4 controller, right? My hands are up above my head, but you guys can't see that.
Yeah.
So
Imagine having a Bluetooth or USB microphone.
yeah, I don't have that.
I have a USB.
So
Yeah.
when it
One
came
of
to
them.
Turtle Beach, I always had to mess with my volume for that because they would always be really low. But at the time I wasn't doing streaming stuff, I was just kind of chilling, right? Now,
Hey.
with this dedicated microphone that I got on recommendation, Capone helped me find it. I'm pretty sure, right? The Tech Gears?
Which one?
The Tech Gears? It was the $45. It came with the boom arm and everything.
Oh yeah, we did a whole thing about it.
Yeah, that one I plugged in. And I think it was ready to go right out the gate.
I'm switching microphones so you guys don't have to hear. Hopefully, do not have to hear me blowing nose.
It's a clearer microphone though.
It is a little clearer, yes.
Obvi. It's just a mic I don't normally use because I normally have stuff playing and it'll pick it up.
Bye, Baylor.
Right.
We'll miss you.
Dang, Pillow, 2 subscribers already, and you're just talking.
I know, right? Well, it was 1 subscriber, 1 follower from Twitch.
Wait,
but I think they subscribed too.
Sometimes you're copyright, sometimes you're copy wrong. Womp womp.
I'm always copy wrong.
Is it a condensed mic? The one I have or the one Capone switched to? Because the one Capone switched to, I think, is a condensed mic.
Sounds like a condensed mic.
I'm pretty yeah, mine's is yes. I'm pretty sure the one, or at least one of the ones I recommended to Pillow, was a condenser.
The one that I have, I think, is a condenser, but I don't run the pop filter on it because I found that the pop filter muted my voice too much, and it just never worked out.
Like, yeah, like that's why you see people that have like those super extra like foam things that they put around or on their mic, is because it's like it's hard to find that magical balance of it stops wind from bitch slapping your microphone, but also doesn't, like, you know, destroy the sound.
Right now, mine's not really picking up any background noise. I think someone was complaining about my lack of a pop filter because I was talking directly into the microphone and you could hear the pops a little bit. But I usually talk over the microphone, right? Like, I have the microphone like about my chin height or so, and so I'm talking over it.
Right.
My voice carries very well. I have the 2 monitors directly in front of me, so the voice is the sound is bouncing off the same, like right there and everything, you know.
I may just have to do ASMR. Apparently, I'd make a great ASMR streamer without getting banned.
No, you get banned for ASMR now.
Nah, without getting banned.
No, everyone does ASMR now and gets banned. Can't do that anymore.
Why do you get banned for ASMR?
YouTube's having a hate on for VTubers who do ASMR now.
That's funny. So Red House has an issue with VTubers doing ASMR, but Purple House has an issue with VTubers being
having
slightly
shirts.
scantily clothed. Yeah.
Having the wrong kind of shirt.
Or
it's like
man,
I just want to, like, and this is for VTubers.
Yeah. So
we just need to start dragging people out into these streets. I'm saying.
So here's the thing about Twitch that really upsets me. Okay, I've looked at the TOS. I've looked at the TOS, right? I've read the TOS extensively, and I understand legalese, right? Because, you know, I can think and breathe at the same time. So...
Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I can think and breathe at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that. Some people are pretty mouth breathing. So the way it's worded is that there are exceptions to the rules, but the rules state that you should be mostly clothed. You know what I mean? You can wear something like me or a crop top or something, and that's fine. But you have to wear pants. You have to wear shorts. You can't wear underwear unless you're in a swimming tub, because there's an exception for swimming tubs. This includes it should follow for VTubers. However, they don't make that rule. They don't follow the rules, right? I've seen way too many people who are mostly naked inside of their room without like a tub or anything, and them sitting there online for the next 3 days, right?
No, what's really weird, have you seen the latest meta for Twitch?
What is it?
Tit shaking.
Oh.
Like literal bare chested.
Yeah.
Like, and I and many other people have reported, nothing happens. And it's pathetic because, like, I remember, like, somebody called me, I can't remember what the hell they called me. They had a problem with it, right? And, like, I typed out a whole ass diatribe only to find out that I had already been banned from chat. Like, to anybody out there that needs to hear this, the vast majority of people who exist on Twitch to watch things are teens.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
You're not, and having oh well, you know, if the kids are on the internet, they've seen worse. That's not a fucking excuse.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
That is not an excuse.
Your
You do not get
stream
to
should be
contribute to
marked
that.
as 18 plus. You shouldn't be able to be seen by teens, and Twitch needs to moderate it better. But they don't do that because
I'm
Twitch is too
terribly
busy
sorry.
banning fucking VTubers who have perfectly functional clothing that aren't showing too much. Right? Some of the VTubers that have been banned have had clothing that was just perfectly fine, but they were banned for clothing problems.
I'm terribly sorry that like all the bad bitches are on the sites that are meant for that and that you don't fucking compare. But because you don't fucking compare, maybe you shouldn't be shaking your tits for a living. I'm just saying. There are websites designed for that. You're not utilizing them for obvious reasons because you're a nobody there. Okay? It sucks, but them's the facts.
So the government's not doing anything about it because I think Twitch isn't US based. No, it is, isn't it? YouTube is, but
isn't Twitch kind of a Bezos thing now?
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Twitch was
is
owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
if its headquarters is based in the US.
It doesn't matter if the headquarters is based in US or not. Like this is okay, so like if when the US government gives a shit, they'll do something about it. It doesn't matter if it's based here or not, right?
Yeah.
Like as an example, if you work for the government and you have TikTok on your phone, you will not be working for the government for very long. I'm just saying the government will do something about it when they give a fuck. Clearly they do not. They keep talking about,
I really
the
don't
children,
like that
but-
video. Have you seen the video of the guy of the councilman or whatever the fuck who was interrogating the owner of TikTok or whatever? And he was like, "Are you related to the Communist Chinese Party?" And it's like, "I'm Singaporean," you know? I don't like that video. I don't like it a lot. I do not like it.
Unfortunately, he asked the wrong questions.
Probably. But like I don't like him focusing so hard on asking those questions that way. Like
The reason why he asked the question is because he's probably tangentially aware, and that's kind of one of the problems. That's kind of one of the problems with our politicians, right? They can't be bothered to like actually do their job, most of them. And by do their job, I mean as an example, right? Okay, so where is your company based? Okay, cool. Do you have any ties with China? Oh, okay, cool. You do. I see that. That's very interesting. All right. Are you aware? Are you aware of the Chinese Communist Party's relationship to any like businesses that do business in China? Right, squints, right? And then I would ask about like all the extra shit that's in the TikTok app that's not like strictly for the viewing of fucking shorts and the posting of shorts, right?
I think he actually did ask if he had any relations to the Chinese Communist Party or anything like that, like in that way. Or if his company did, I don't know. I'd have to look at the video again, and I don't want to because I have to find it, and I don't want to find it.
Yeah, it sucks. But the joke is that if, like, I'll give an example, right? Here's a good one because people are like, "Oh, it's crazy. TikTok's not doing any of that." I'm like, if they're operating in China, they are. They sure as fuck are. Anyway, as an example, did you know? Did y'all hear about the Chinese Communist Party banning Teslas?
No.
Why'd they ban Teslas?
It's I don't know where it ended, but I'll tell you where it started. It started with Teslas being banned on certain roads, and then a lot of certain roads, and then a lot of certain highways.
Why?
So China kind of tipped their hand with this. Turns out they use their electric cars as super fucking listening devices and sensory devices for people who might work in sensitive areas, right? A sensitive area could be just, you know, you work for a petrochem, like you work for DuPont. and China's really interested in stealing from DuPont. And you now have this electric car that's just kind of listening in whenever it wants to, and taking telemetry whenever it wants to, and reporting it to the fuckers that are going to report it to the fucking government. So because China's doing this, it's like one of those things where your ex is like, "Are you cheating on me?" It's like, okay, they're cheating, right? So China started saying, no, we're not going to have any Teslas drive down these particular roads. And a couple of netizens put together real quick why these roads were so important to not have these Teslas driving on. Yeah. So that's it. That's the thing.
What was
right? Like
what?
army bases, research facilities, governmental buildings, like big ones. Yeah.
So it's for a reason that I thought it would be kind of, but it's like, okay. I thought it was just China being dicks.
It's the same reason why you shouldn't have any Huawei fucking smart products of any kind, even dumb products, right? Because like, you know, unless you crack it open and know what you're dealing with, you know, if it has to connect to a network, for sure it's sus.
Yeah, I'm of the belief that unless I need to go dark, I don't care. Like, I just don't. I got $20 in my account. You can try to get a loan, but I don't have a job. You can try to steal my identity, but like the most you could do is get drunk and then put me on a fucking, you know, get a court date for me or whatever.
Look,
like
the whole ID theft thing is important, but like seriously, at this point, I'm just so full of spite that if someone is going to use my information to make money off of it, and that money doesn't immediately go to me, I want them dead. I'm tired of this. Like, I'm really tired of this. Like, you can't make money out of nothing.
I just mean that, you know, in my general day-to-day right now, I don't have anything. I'm not worth enough money, right? It's just not worth enough money.
You think that. You absolutely think that. But I'm telling you, with no credit, you'd be surprised how many fucking things you could buy.
No, I have credit. It's not very good.
Right, but I'm saying with no credit. In many cases, no credit is worse than bad credit.
You mean, wait, worse than bad credit?
Yeah.
Yes, no credit is in many cases worse than bad credit. Example,
as far as banks are considered.
First time home or car purchaser, fucked. You got to get a cosigner.
Unless you purchase the home outright. Unless you buy it outright.
Well, then there's a bunch of other things that are gonna happen to you.
What, purchasing a home outright?
Yeah, you can Google it. I'm not gonna tell you. I know that certain entities get really mad when you instruct people on how to do stuff, because then they're like, oh my god, you're telling people how to avoid the law. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just, you know, saying this is how this works.
Well, I mean, that's why I never own a house, probably. I don't care enough.
But like this is something you would talk to a financial advisor about, and he or she could or could not. You know, I've worked for the bank, and I've had the list of what you're not allowed to tell people, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a long list in the financial sector for, like, you know, black area and gray area, which you shouldn't talk about.
Isn't there still a bunch of just basically dead land somewhere in like the middle of America that you could go to?
Define dead land.
Not used by anybody, just sitting there.
Well, there's loads of unused land. As a matter of fact,
yes, and
I think 90% of the population in the country, which is again why the electoral college is kind of horseshit. 90% of the inhabited area of the country could fit in, like, you know, sorry, 90% of the, you know, where 90% live, sorry, could comfortably fit in Texas.
Yeah.
Like, massively comfortably.
Well, I just mean, if you go far enough into the woods, no one's gonna stop you from building a cabin in the woods. Not really. Eventually, they might find you, and then, like,
until the Secretary of the Interior puts one between your eyes. Small joke.
I mean, that's not a joke, but anyway. Like, you know, you could technically just vanish off into the wilderness for a while, probably like 5 to 10 years without any problems. Unless you connected to the internet, then you wouldn't last as long.
So, a buddy of mine from Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
Worked at this tire place, and his tire place was like, stones throw away from the sticks, right? Like in the parish she's in, like there's just fucking swamp over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So every now and then a fucking hillbilly wanders in, through the thickets and the reeds and stuff, and goes to like the liquor store to get hooch, or comes in, leaves. He sees him, right? One day he walks out of that motherfucker with a body, okay? Straight up with a body, okay? So what happened was this motherfucker watched a whole ass family of 5 of quotes homesteaders slowly starve off and die off the grid. Waited until the last motherfucker died and brought the motherfucker out and put him there. He buried everybody else. Like the dad buried everybody else. The dad was the last. So what I'm saying is that it's not safe. Like there are people everywhere. You will never ever be able to go far enough off the grid that someone will not notice you. There will be somebody out there who has already had this idea before you that's like, I'm gonna live out here where nobody's gonna fucking bother me, right? And imagine, like, I can imagine myself being very upset to see some fucking hipsters, wandering out in quotes my territory. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, do not do that unless you are very prepared.
Or you don't have anything else. Like, you can't live in the city anyway because, everything's taken from you and shit.
City's a better option. I'm just gonna say city's a better option. Like I was in Tart server explaining why even if I was still able-bodied, I wouldn't do one of my favorite pastimes, which is hiking, right? Like I've done the bike before. Like I biked all the way from LA to San Diego. It's actually a real nice ride. A lot of the 5 freeway actually is a bike lane, right? So you can totally like push down to fucking I-5 and make good fucking time, right? First of all, I did it because someone was like, you can't do that. And I'm like, bitch, watch me. Like, are you high? Like,
yeah.
I don't even know if, like, I told him, I said, I don't even know if it'll take a full day to do that, man. Right? Because if, like, you're going 20, if you're averaging 20 mile an hour, right? If you're averaging 20 mile an hour and you're going 100 miles, ...
Yeah.
So anyway, like, one of my bucket lists was to train down to San Diego and walk all the way to Weed, California. Not because, first of all, Weed, California is named after a sawmill. So fuck all y'all. I thought, like, first of all, it didn't exist, and secondly, the wrong idea. Thirdly, Weed, California is one of the most northern California cities that you can get to before you're in Oregon. And there's a whole there's actually a couple of trails that travel the length of the state, right? But the main one I had as a test run, I had started in San Diego, and I started working my way all the way up. Had all my camping shit with me. Had a sleeping bag. Didn't bring a tent. 'Cause tent was like, because you got to think, well, okay, it's not summer, but this is the desert. So I carried a lot of water. I carried a lot of water just in case, right? Yeah, I was being stalked by some fucking, like, some jackass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't, and the whole deal is that if you're out in the nowhere, right, even if it's on a trail and there's another person out there, right, it's, can you trust that person to not be a weirdo? Can you trust that person to not be a cannibal? Can you trust that person to just not be shitty, right?
Yeah.
You can't, right? So, and at this point in time, I had in fact not brought my big iron, right, which I was really wishing I had. As a matter of fact, this is probably one of those situations where alternate Capone's story stopped right there, because, like, when I got around a small dog's leg, I jumped off fucking trail and booked it, right?
Right.
Like I left, right? So I was able to circumnavigate my way back to a trail, which wasn't the trail, and found my way back to civilization and made my way back to Long Beach, right? Like that was a while ago, right? Shit's gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, it has.
So
I'm lucky enough to have a lot of people that if I was suddenly homeless for one reason or another, I have options, both within family and without.
I don't think I
So
can say the same.
No comment.
I'm just lucky enough to have that, basically.
I'm too tired and too old for that shit.
What?
Couch surfing or whatever you want to call it. Like I'm going to choose to opt out if it comes to that. I am too tired. I am too injured. I am too fucking crippled.
I'm not even 30 yet, so the option's still open for me.
Yeah.
She's calling me old, chat.
I'm not even 30 yet. Shut up.
I mean, hell,
I'm
you
not
could
a
be
hag
50
yet.
and you could be 50 and good. You could be 50 in good health and still and not have a problem couch surfing.
Hag maxing.
Hag maxing. No, I was just saying, I'm not a hag. I'm not a hag yet. I'm not there yet. Don't worry, guys. I changed the name of the stream to Pillow Talk. We got less viewers now.
Rip. When I first heard that term, hag maxing, I was like, are these a bunch of young dudes trying to see how many times they could get cougars to bust or what? Like, what is this? And so I asked.
Is it
and I
not?
got my answer. No, it's not.
Oh, what is it then?
Hag maxing is what Zoomers call the act of mainline dating a cougar. So Zoomers dating millennial chicks.
Is that a problem? It's a little weird, but I mean, if everyone's an adult,
it's a problem calling it hag maxing.
I guess, yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's a problem that so many dudes are out here looking for fuckable moms, and I don't mean fuckable moms as in milfs. I mean like you know, I see people talking all this shit, right? And they're like, oh man, it's so fucking great. You know, I show up after work, we fuck, and she gives me a sandwich. It's so cool.
Bro, you don't even know though.
The juice box. I'm like, okay, all right, man, all right, guys, that's cool, but
remember, Capone, the average IQ is dropped by like 20.
Well,
the IQ requirement, the ASVAB requirements right now for the United States military has dropped to like 26 points or something like that.
I don't know if it's that, but I hear you.
No,
and I understand.
that's the Navy. Last I heard on Unsubscribe the other day, like literally like yesterday or something.
Well, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it because like the military has spent so many years fucking people that nobody wants to sign up.
Yeah, no one wants to sign up, and
even if, go ahead, sorry.
They can't increase the prices. They can't increase the money they give people to join because they're paying so much money. Like, to be quite honest, if the government actually gave a shit, right, for half a second, they could absolutely tell that motherfucker that owns the fucking O-ring with titanium in it for the Apache to fuck itself, right? Be like, yeah, look, you're fixing this, or we're gonna you know, take all your shit and you can't have it no more. They could absolutely do that, and I wouldn't even blame them. No one would be mad at them, right?
They could absolutely use the means of production because a fucking donut with metal reinforcing should not cost $40,000.
Yeah, I don't care. A regularly replaced part too. This isn't like, you know. It's you know, it has to be replaced every so often. Like, it's not like, you know.
Yeah, it's across the board. Like it's that across the board. And I first discovered this shit fucking a decade ago because we were considering. When I say we, I mean the state of California. Most of the law enforcement here was considering picking up Black Hawks for helicopters. Great idea. Amazing idea. It would give a lot of capability to any law enforcement, anything, to fucking anybody to fucking use it, right?
Yeah.
Well, you see, what stopped us from doing that was
the fucking O-rings.
Well, it wasn't O-rings. I can't remember what parts they were, but it was another wear and tear item. It was another common wear and tear item for these fucking helicopters that is actually in short supply, and you have to buy it from the original manufacturer, the OEM, right? And the cost of just this one part was so obscene that the sheriff's department immediately dropped the Black Hawk as an idea. They were like, no. So they went with a dumber thing that it ended up costing more anyway, and they stopped using it, right? Like,
what did they go with?
They went with some European piece of shit.
Like, shouldn't they have just gone with Bell helicopters?
There are problems. There are problems across the board. So like, if you, what ends up happening is when you say, hey, taxpayers, we need you to foot this, right? This is where our budget is going. There are people that do that are oversight for these budgets and where they spend their money. And when these bean counters see that you've spent, you wasted tens to hundreds of millions of dollars the last time you had an acquisition for a particular thing, they're going to heavily scrutinize the next time and or have a lot of caveats for the next time you reacquire the same thing.
Yeah.
So
like,
that's
like,
basically
so
what happened.
so the end of the story is basically because there's so many things that are stupendously expensive in the military for military equipment for no reason. Actually, no reason. This isn't like, you know, oh, it's a exclusive proprietary, extremely hard to manufacture part. No, it's an O-ring with titanium reinforcement that's classified because it's classified, right? Like,
probably one of the most expensive things for like a Stinger, for example, and this is an example of, yeah, okay, it costs what it costs. The battery for the Stinger is actually probably one of the most expensive fucking things because it's a consumable that's a one-use thing.
yeah.
And it has to be that way for the military requirements' sake. So like, you have to have a battery that's going to work, that has a magnificently long shelf life. So there's only a couple of options. I forget what battery it is, but like, I'm gonna guess that it's like one of these aluminum oxide type batteries where it's it's powered by chemical reaction and aluminum, and it basically eats the aluminum to provide the electricity, right? Right. So then, you know, and the reason why I think it's that is because the batteries get really fucking hot. They get really fucking hot. I
believe
saw
it.
pictures of somebody burnt the shit out of themselves off one of these batteries.
But like, you know, if they could lower the price of all the parts that they have spent so much money on, they could increase how much, you know, they pay the troops, and then they could get troop retention. Like, quite literally, this is a case of the government needs to step in and tell these manufacturers, you know, stop overcharging us. If you don't stop overcharging us, we're going to take your toys. And then we're going to use the money that we save to take your toys to hire more troops. Because they're at such a short... Like, this is going to happen. It's got to, right? Because they're having such a shortage of troops that they... So...
Oh, draft.
No, they're not going to draft.
They're abusing people who are on contract. That's the problem.
I'm paraphrasing from Unsub, okay? From the Unsubscribed podcast. Just to be clear, I haven't done any research. I'm putting this caveat forward so that way if anyone wants to look it up, you can go look it up, right? I'm not providing any proof. I don't care. I'm definitely word of mouthing this, and, you know, if anyone's got a problem with that, you know, you've got Google. But from what I heard from them, and I am using them as my source, yeah, military misinformation, is that the military had lowered the requirements to join. They had lowered the goal for how many people they wanted to hire for the last couple years, right? And they still haven't met that lowered goal from, like, you know, when they lowered it recently, because in response to the already lower enlistment rates, right? I don't have any hard numbers. I'm not going to claim any hard numbers. I don't want to look it up. I'm sorry. I'm lazy tonight. But just from that information alone, that's telling me that the U.S. military is going to have to do something, and they're going to have to get drastic about it because they need to be able to either get more troops or be able to get more troops. That's it. Because it doesn't matter how much money you spend into the military if you have no one to run the equipment. And so
brain drain's a big problem. Like when you have a lot of guys that I knew personally that signed up, you know, because of 9/11. And I've said it before, but like, you know, like there was like 10 of us that all rolled in at the same time. We're like, okay, where are we gonna go, right? And we all
I would immediately go to join the army or something right now. If
most
they
of us
were
chose the army. I didn't. I got the worst vibes ever from the fucking Marines office, and I was just like, nah, dude, I'm good.
So I would probably join if they raised like the minimum wage to like $30 an hour or something like that. I don't know. I know they do it by minutes or something, or by minutes, like 25 cents a minute or some shit for the military. But like, if they raised it to equivalent of like $30 minimum, then I might join. But they're not going to do that. Not yet. It's not time yet. I already know that they're at like $16 or $17 or $18 now, because that's how bad it is. But they can't go any higher because they spend so much. Like, all the military spending is going to parts, and so they can't, they can't just increase
the military
spending.
The military spending is going to a bunch of fucking things.
Yeah, it is
like,
going to a lot of things.
As an example, another example of fucking a corporation taking massive fucking advantage of Uncle Sam. Did you hear about the maintenance scandal?
You mean for Boeing?
No.
No.
So, when you sign up to military housing is given to you, right? Like you get quote barracks, right? Normally, these quote barracks are like fucking apartment buildings, right? And so what is happening is that the government's like, okay, well we're going to contract out the maintenance for these because people are going to clog shitters. Pipes are going to break, walls are going to get moldy, shit like that, right? So I
think I actually did hear about this in the news one time, like vaguely.
Yeah, so you have a company take care of all that shit because it's better. Why should the military have to fuck with that? Yada yada yada. Perfect. Yeah, so a bunch of like the main way that they and it sucks so bad. So I was following the story for a long time. Like the CEO of the company, they got busted so sick nasty. We're talking $300 million of fraud here, right? He got busted and got a slap on the wrist. I don't even think he saw jail time. Like the fines don't even equate to a fraction of what was fucking embezzled, right? Or sorry, defrauded. That's it, right? Like the problem is, and it's a bigly one, is that you're going to have, like, even if these people do get caught up, there's just nothing happens to them. Oh, right. So the biggest way they were screwing the military out of it. So how the gov works on that is they go, okay, or the army, right? They go, okay, well, you guys, if you guys can get to these things and solve them within a reasonable amount of time, you'll get a bonus. So what they were doing is they were cooking their fucking books. What they would do is you'd a private call in and say, hey, I've got a busted ass fucking pipe under my sink and a lot of mold. And the operator would be like, okay, and your name and your location and yada yada yada, and they'd write it down, right? In not the book as in here's the maintenance gonna get done, the book as in like, okay, in a couple of weeks when we feel like it, we're gonna record it like you called in right now because now the guy's ready to come out and fix it. So yeah, they were getting all that bonus money for like almost every fucking job they were reporting on. That's kind of how they got busted, by the way. Because someone was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, we got guys complaining that their housing has been fucked for months, weeks to months sometimes, and yet we're paying out all this extra bonus money because these nerds are supposedly like fixing this shit. Nah, chief. So somebody looked.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And that's how they got busted. They got bizusted. But it doesn't matter because, oh no, the wrist, ow, it hurts so much.
Really sad that nothing happened out of that.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
But like that's like
it's more money is going away, and
I guarantee you in a year, right? I've said this before. If we took just 3% of the military spending budget, right? If we just took 3% of that and said this is going to the people, we'd fix schools and we'd have healthcare covered. No one would have to pay for healthcare. No one. No, not one motherfucker in America would have to pay for healthcare. It'd be solved. And that's just 3%, right? I guarantee you we can find 3% of fraud in military spending. And I'm not saying that the military is defrauding the American people. I'm saying that, some jackasses, the mini Bezai of the world are defrauding the American government.
How much do you think that O-ring would actually cost to make?
even if it's titanium, like even if we're talking about like a bespoke part, like let's say some jackass like me, some jackass in a room with very limited fucking just enough of what they need of know-how and equipment to do so to make the fucking thing. If they were charging like complete assholes, $500.
Okay. Yeah. So
For what I understand of the material involved and the requirements and all that shit, like where it's bad.
Yeah, I already know it was bad because it is actually like 40,000 or some shit for the part, which is obscene. Like, you might as well just get a regular reinforced O-ring at that point and pay for that, and just have to pay the extra maintenance of dealing with, you know, the fallout of using a shittier part that's not made for that.
Like, no, what you do is you fucking train your personnel to make their fucking own at that point, right? Because then it will cost you significantly less. But again, there we go to the brain drain, right? Like that's most, like I was saying, most of the guys I went into the recruiting office with, retired out of the military and went and did the same exact thing they were doing in the military, but for private contractor.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, guys working hazmat, you know, now not for the military. They're gone. You know, the army and the Air Force lost those dudes, right? You know, a guy having a security advisory position, but that's gone. That's gone. That could have been an MP, right? And they all leave for the same fucking reason. Why? Because they're going to make 8 times the money outside of the army, outside of the Air Force, and outside of the Marines.
Oh, and their bits will be better, and they're not going to be freezing their ass off occasionally, and they're not going to have like,
I mean, like
stank foot or whatever.
Comfort's less of a fucking thing because I've seen the contract end of stuff, and like not much of that changes. The pay is way better though, so you can and the rules for what you can and can't do. So like for instance, you can't per se order certain shit yourself, but like if your homies send it to you, you're cool, right? I don't know if they did that with dip. They probably changed it, but like that was a big thing. It was very, very fucking hard for anybody in the Air Force to like get a fucking can of Skull, but like you could mail it to them, right? But like there was something fucked up. Skull, you know, fucking chew, wintergreen.
I don't know what that is.
Oh man, where are you again? Like, I just want to make sure you're saying you're in the sticks of Florida.
Maybe it's known by something else around here. You know what I mean?
Copenhagen.
You mean chewing tobacco?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's just chewing tobacco.
Would it have helped you out if I said Zin, but old school?
No.
Because like Zin's the thing now.
No, we just call it chewing tobacco. We don't make it fancy. We don't care who we get it from.
We don't make it fancy either. Like Skull is
y'all
the cheapest
are
fucking
calling
shitty.
it.
Skull is literally like Skull and Copenhagen are like the 2 main brands of dip. I've been all across the fucking country. I can always find me a can of Skull or a can of fucking Copenhagen. Like straight up. And if I ask for it by name, they know exactly what the fuck I'm asking for. Like, I'll say, hey, man, you guys got Skull. They'll be like, oh, no, man, we got this thing over here. And I'm like, nah, that tastes like shit. I'm good. Fucking off-brand chewing tobacco is garbage.
Fully loaded. I'm pretty sure that's what's around here. I recognize that one.
I never understood dipping or anything because it just makes you look weird. It just makes you
Bruh, did you know Jack Links makes not quite dip that's just beef jerky shredded?
Yeah.
That shit's great.
Yeah,
shit's great.
I see.
It's the funniest shit. I eat that shit. Like I couldn't. So someone got it. I don't remember why they got it, but they had like 4 cans of it. I went through it in like a couple of days because it was just beef jerky.
Yeah, it's just.
I checked everything. It was beef jerky, so I was like, "Fucking, let's go." So I ate it. Right? I ate it like beef jerky, and I blow through beef jerky. Beef jerky and me are best friends.
Yeah, but I like nicotine high, air quotes, is good. It is very good.
Oh, I did do the research. Well, I say I did the research. So I knew someone who was making their own jerky, right? And I asked them how much they made their jerky for, right? And ironically enough, Jack Links and all them that charge like $10 or $12 for like, I I think it was at the time. Before they had the smaller bags that they sell now, right? They started selling smaller bags now because they're cunts. It was actually a pretty competitive price, even Jack Link's, the expensive one, right? Pro tip, if you go to Dollar General and get the beef jerky from there, it's supposed to be better. I've heard it was better. So
I never bought like quotes name brand jerky. I go to the fucking liquor store and like, you know, like reach into the mystery box with a pair of tongs, you know what I'm saying?
Don't talk to me about that. I love those slabs of beef jerky. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, me too. I don't really think about it either. This shit's fucking delicious, man. Like, I don't even like, I'm just like, yep, don't tell me what's in the hot dog. I'm good. I'm gonna assume every single person who's ever gotten jerky out of this box that is cleaned between jerky dispensation, like it's totally been cleaned. Every single person, yeah, they're using the tongs. I don't even question.
You know what? They probably are, most of them, even down here. Like,
I have no comment.
No, like let me clarify.
I've
right?
worked at a liquor store.
No. I mean the gas stations, right? So I actually have a reason for believing that most people around here probably used the tongs before they got rid of them, right? Because they did just straight up get rid of them. They're no longer. In order to get slabs of beef jerky, the slabs of beef jerky, I have to order it online now.
Rip.
Yeah. So I still need to do that. But anyway, so the reason I believe that most of them used it is because, like, as dirty, quote unquote, as we are around here, right? There was some level of respect for everybody around. That it's just like, you know, most people who weren't blitzed out of their mind or whatever probably used the tongs just because, right? Tongs are there. If they were working, there's no reason not to, right? There's no telling if the kid, if kids walking around being jackasses lick the tongs or whatever.
Like, that's mostly what, like, kids are just like, you know, getting there super excited, stick their ass scratching, nose picking fucking hand in my goddamn mystery box, and I just want to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Like, don't you? Your parents did not teach you correctly. I will now instruct you, child.
Oh yeah, if they did that
today.
Like typically around here, if they did shit like that, they ain't having a good time. The fucking store clerk will discipline the child. You know what I mean? This is the South. You don't discipline your child. Shit gonna go down. And you ain't gonna like it unless you do. And then
Yeah, the thing that sucks is too about that is, like, you know, even in some parts of the country, the parent would be like, yeah, right, he or she gets one, you know, and like around here they're just like, I'm gonna sue, and it's like, bitch, I'm gonna sue you for negligence. How about that?
Yeah.
How about we get, like, I wish it worked that way, but, like, unfortunately, unless they are really fucking, unless they're negligent in a very particular way, CPS and the law doesn't give a fuck.
You can get really creative and annoy the fuck out of them though. Not CPS, but the person with CPS.
Yeah, what I would normally do is, and this is why I heavily believe in right to refuse service. Depending on how the business is categorized, right? The employee can refuse service. Yeah. It doesn't even have to be a manager, you know. It's just you can do that. That's something you can do. And I think that should just be something that is everywhere, right? But the problem is, and I totally see what the issue is. My old boss at fucking Save On, he explained to me why the people were mad about it, right? Because we had an instance where the bougiest, fucking yuppiest, most small dog in a purse having lady was the one getting uppity about this, right? About the fact that we, you know, like the fact that we're the type of save-ons that can refuse service, right? The reason why that is, and you know, fucking Roger, being a Southern gentleman himself, right, was like, oh, I don't understand why you don't see how there could be a problem with this. I'm like, what do you mean? And then he looks at me, and I'm like, nah, dude, nobody would do that. Yeah, people would totally just like, you know, oh, right to refuse service, right? I'm like, okay, well, why? And then they're not going to say it's because you brown, but it's because you brown.
Oh, no one's going to outright say it for some reason, because it's like, Well, you know,
I'm
it's
pretty
gonna-
sure
you know you're
everywhere
gonna
in
get
Florida.
attacked, but
I'm pretty sure everywhere in Florida has a right to refuse service, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. As far as I know, they can kick you out of the store and you can't do anything about it. Which isn't quite the same as right to refuse service, but you know.
you can
Ad
use
break
it as that,
incoming.
though.
Huh?
I said you can use it as such though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Also,
Look, this is the South. You
kick.
kick people out because you're afraid they're gonna beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean? You call the cops and you get them to kick them out, and there's nothing they can do about that.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not that far from you, but I don't think we're as brutal as
I
you
will
are.
say with 100% confidence, you're north of Atlanta, aren't you?
No,
No,
maybe. I don't know.
because north of
Not looking
Atlanta
that
is
often.
definitely a different world. But like, Tallahassee's kind of like if Atlanta was.
Oh
Mm,
man, that reminds me of one of the funniest, saddest things I've heard in recent years.
What?
Guy asks another guy, because I can't remember what the context is, but like, guy asks another guy, okay, well, you know, someone's from Georgia, what do you call them? And he's from Georgia. He's like, oh, that's a Georgian. And then he goes, okay, cool. What do you call someone that's from Atlanta? And he stops, kind of like, you know, like, good trick question. Well,
Yeah.
they're black. And I'm like, brother, please.
I'm confused.
Oh.
Man, maybe
Lot-
I mean,
stay
so-
at home.
So the way it works, right? For anyone at home, right? Mostly, Atlanta is a different world from everywhere else. They have so. Tallahassee has this too. There's a road that goes around Atlanta, and the same thing goes for Tallahassee. There's a road that goes around Tallahassee. If you're on that road, you can get to anywhere in Tallahassee, right? Same thing for Atlanta.
Oh, I see.
But like for some reason, for Atlanta, it's also a wall. As soon as you cross that road in any way towards the inner part of Atlanta, different place, completely separate place from anything outside of that. You know what I mean? I've been around Atlanta a little bit, not too much, but I've been a little bit, right? And I will
I had
say,
a layover in the airport. That's all I know about Atlanta.
so I will say, 100%. I've been to Jacksonville, right? And the differences between Tallahassee and Jacksonville are pretty significant. It's like, and then if you go, I want to say like 2 hours south, like towards Tampa and whatever, you're probably gonna, like, it's completely different. Like, this area of Florida is like separated by some kind of invisible wall that like separates Jacksonville and further south of Florida from North Florida. It's just weird. There is definitely a separation, but it's the same type of separation that Atlanta and the rest of Georgia has, but like for the entirety of North Florida and then South Florida. So like there's, you know, North and South Florida. That's why they talk about North and South Florida. So there is that. Where was I going with this?
How Atlanta,
different
how
worlds.
Oh, I was asking how far north excess is, because there is like
I
a
don't remember.
delineation line for north of Atlanta, Georgia, that's slightly different. That is different from south of Atlanta, Georgia. Anyone south of Atlanta, Georgia is like, you know, North Florida anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I think I'm in the middle, honestly.
think
I
you know there's like 50 people between you and me now, right?
I might fortunately or unfortunately have Georgia in my future, because that's on the short list.
Oh, that's
Capone's trying to.
Well, the good news is a good buddy of mine has a decent job out there, and might actually be able to get me decent work.
I was gonna say they should totally not hook up.
I mean, the other good
And
news is
get
that
me a tattoo or something.
because I live in Florida, that's really close to the Georgia line. You know,
Yeah.
there's definitely room. We have plenty of rooms.
I look okay, but here's the thing though. Florida be scary though.
Nah,
Fellow, you've already told stories about stuff, and even though you say, well, you know, something this bat's been like this, something blind eye, whatever.
So here's the key, right? You have a local.
Well, everyone has a local.
No. If you have a local with you, your safest can be in Florida. Right?
Well, that just makes sense, though.
It doesn't, though. Right?
No, it does. It does.
It
does.
does
How does it
and it
not make
doesn't.
sense? How does it not make
No,
sense?
no.
I don't.
If you go to fucking, I don't know, Kentucky or Indianapolis, you don't need a local to be safe, right?
I don't know.
I've been
Kentucky.
to, especially at Indianapolis. I've only been
Look,
passing
Indianapolis
Kentucky, to be fair.
Indianapolis and Kentucky is two different.
They are.
Like
They
that,
are.
them's some
Absolutely.
different animals.
The only
is what
reason
I'm
why I
saying.
went through Kentucky is because they don't have any toll roads.
Oh, okay. Oh, true.
If you go from Florida to Indianapolis, you have to stop off through Kentucky to avoid toll roads for some fucking reason.
You guys get tolls?
Right.
Florida's known as
Wait,
the
you guys,
toll state.
Wait, you guys have roads?
You guys have roads? Florida's known as the toll state. Apparently, there's a lot of toll roads. I've never seen a single toll road.
You've
No,
never
I've
a single
seen
toll
one.
around?
It crosses a bridge. There's a bridge that goes to like some island off the coast of not the Keys, but near the Keys, right? There's a small coastal island, and that has like a huge ass toll. It's very important. Toll road. Yeah, I've never encountered a toll driving on the interstate in Florida. I don't know if that's because I've been avoiding them or what's up, but yeah. I do remember distinctly driving through a town. So that's probably how I avoided the toll road.
That just sounds... That's as vague as it possibly can be. I remember driving through a town. So, I guess that means... Yeah.
Yeah, tolls are supposed to
in
be like one of the main sources of income for Florida. But like, as a Floridian, I don't really see very many tolls. So I don't know what anyone's talking about.
I was actually gonna say, what truly is the purpose of the tolls? But yeah.
For money, income. It's
Or
actually a
taxes.
very lots of money.
Like here, I'll give you an example, right? Like so, the 110 got a toll road put in on it, and nobody liked it. Nobody liked it, right? But the deal is that apparently there are too many pours on the freeway, making rich people late.
Did that actually work out?
It's because if you work in LA, like there are two types of people that work in LA. The type of people who work in LA and like the people that work in LA and should be paying taxes but aren't, and the people that work in LA that are paying taxes but really shouldn't. And if you are paying taxes and really shouldn't, you probably can't afford another $10 one-way expense to your transit.
$10?
Yeah, like the tolls around here are fucking wacky. So what ends up happening is like it could be a regular price, right? Like it is like the fast pass is a regular fucking price at like 8 p.m. on a Wednesday.
The reason I'm confused is because the last time I remember seeing a toll in Florida, it's like $2.
Yeah, no, here it's stupid. Like they really do be taxing motherfuckers when you would want to use the toll road. Like that's the problem. That's the biggest problem with the toll road. And people called it. People absolutely fucking called that shit. They said, "Oh, we know what you're gonna do, assholes." And you know, we're just doing this for the betterment of the city. You know, so it's gonna do this thing. And it's like, did nobody?
I
wants
feel like
it, though?
those tolls are gonna get destroyed. I would have bet they got destroyed. Like someone...
the city wants it. The city wants it, so it's not like it's not an up for debate kind of thing. If LA really wants something, they're gonna have it.
No, what I mean is like some vigilantes go out and fucking demolish it somehow.
I hear you. If LA really wants something, it's going to have it. Motherfuckers will disappear. Like when LA really did want to take care of a particular gang, they just stopped showing up in the news. And I don't mean the news stopped reporting. All right? So, yeah.
Interesting.
It doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often, but when there's a problem, it is very quietly fucking taken care of. So I
Right.
think everyone's just kind of sitting here like, I don't want to be that person, so I'm not going to do anything about it. Now, what does happen is that, you know, someone in their fucking Brodozer, aka Yank Tank, aka yeah, my dick's so big vehicle, they run over those cones every now and then. And what's been happening is that, like, people have been using those holes made by the Brodozers to just go through and avoid the toll. So they'll jump in right after the thing's there to read your license plate, and just before the thing is there to read your license plate.
Ah.
Like if you actually did the street view of the 110, I guarantee you could see what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about. So to be clear, I believe tolls are like the third or fourth biggest industry in the entirety of Florida, which is saying something.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, not joke. Hold on, let me actually look this up because I'm like 90% certain it's one of the biggest incomes in Florida. Revenue, wait, no, that's loss. Why is there revenue loss? Toll transactions of 2022. For where? Oh, the turnpike system. In thousands. Wait, these are transaction numbers in thousands for the turnpike. As of 2022 2022, this ended 2023. They haven't finished this. 2022, it was 1.1 million transactions total. Both commercial and passenger. Florida has more miles of toll roads than any other state.
That seems about right.
Oh, Florida's doing a toll relief credit thing right now. That's why it stops in 2023. Apparently, Florida stopped doing tolls or something for a bit.
Huh. I mean, thank fuck for that. But like so XS, I know you're probably sitting there like, fucking toll roads sound like a complete fucking total scam. How did we get here, right?
Sure.
$1.1 billion isn't anything to sniff at.
The reason why toll roads are a thing, right? And they didn't start out bad is because you go, oh shit, well, the taxpayer isn't going to be very happy about footing the bill for this brand new bridge or highway or freeway or byway. So you know what we'll do, right? We'll charge a toll for it until it's paid for itself. The problem is that once the entity that is running that fucking biz sees like the line go up, they don't want to turn it off.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course.
That's the rough of it. Like there are 3 toll roads that I can think of off the top of my head right now in California that started off that way, and somehow, you know, because, you know, politicians totally aren't for sale, ended up being permanent fixtures. Yeah.
I'm finding out how much it costs to go through a toll.
Like the average high price I've seen for the 110s toll to go from from the start of the toll, which isn't very far, to the end of the toll. Well, like maybe we're talking like 10 miles tops, right? Actually, it's probably more like 8, because the toll road doesn't start until like, I want to say Redondo Beach. So like, yeah, let's call it 8 miles. Yeah, it's $1 a mile. Like that's the average high price. Like I've seen $7.50, I've seen $8 pretty regularly. And like one of the shittiest parts about it, and shittiest for real, right? One of the shittiest parts about it is the fact that, like they have CHP just chilling. Like they made spots up in the cut, like on like they they purposely fucked the freeway and added more cost to the renovations of this so that fucking cops can sit up in the cut, wait for people to cruise by, they got no transponder, and ticket the fuck out of them. And I've seen them do it in groups of 2 and 3. So, you know, when you think, oh, I'm going to follow behind this guy that's breaking the law, I won't get caught. No, they're going to get you too.
Yeah.
I don't need a calculator. I just need an average. Come on now.
No, you need the calculator. You need to do it yourself.
Okay, here we go. Vehicle type for cars on average with the Sun Pass, $3. Without the Sun Pass, it's $4. With a car, taxi, or motorcycle. For an electric car, it's the same. For an RV, it's $9 with Sun Pass, $12 without pass. For a 2-axle truck, $9 and $12. For a 5-axle truck, $29 and $38. Fuck truckers, I guess. That seems to be the averages. So if you know, it's $4. People are complaining about $4 over here. What the fuck? Because I was looking into how much it costs for tolls, and I'm just seeing, like, you know, people are complaining about having to pay tolls on the turnpike, and we've already paid. Why is this the new gas tax and stuff like that? And I'm like, $4. Aren't Californians paying $10? Can we complain about that for a second?
Well, like, here's the problem, right? Like, how much is a gallon of gas?
Around here?
In Florida. Yeah, around where you're at. How much is a gallon
like
of
$3
gas?
a gallon?
Yeah, it's like $5 here. It hit 6 this summer again. But like right now it's like $5.10 for premium, which 90% of the vehicles sold nowadays need anyway. And premium here is only 91. It's not 93.
Oh, I don't know what premium is. I only use unleaded, and all the cars we use unleaded. Like everything around here is unleaded.
The cheapest fucking, don't put this in your fucking car, gas. Also, I want you to keep in mind that your quote's unleaded is probably 89 octane. Ours is 87. Right? So our shit gas it's very shit. So also the other thing I want to point out, even for your car, as long as your car is relatively maintained, you're going to get better gas mileage out of premium. It's just the way it works.
I don't know. The reason I don't use premium is actually because of it saying on the thing that I should use unleaded. The little sticker in my car for gas. It actually says you should use unleaded.
Oh, that's special. Okay.
Yeah. Remember, it's a Mitsubishi Mirage G4. You know, shit. It's a pile of shit. Bye, Chungu.
Brain fart. So for most vehicles, you gain gas mileage by getting the premium gasoline, and that normally ends up saving you money.
Mm-hmm.
The gas mileage you get versus the money you save by gallon.
Yep.
But yeah, the cheap shit around here, the cheapest of the cheap shit is like $4.50 a gallon. And that's like if you really like if you whip out the Gas Saver app and, like, you know, again, it's stupid because if you're gonna drive for 30 minutes to fill up, you know, you just drove for 30 minutes, right? So is the 10 cents per gallon you're saving really gonna mean shit?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, no, around here I think we're below $3 on average. I know we were at $2.99 the other day when I was driving up to get Zaxby's. So, like, that was like yesterday or day before yesterday or something. Guys, y'all need to pay me more money. I have friends who need money.
You said that. Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I'm not joking though.
You did. say that. You said something about. Well, you didn't say
Oh,
it on stream.
I was talking about yeah, I was asking everyone in chat. I was in the Discord. I was like, hey, if I had theoretically had a friend who had a
Might as well be OnlyFans, yeah, sure.
OnlyFans for feet, would you be interested? And like, no one said yes.
Of course, no one
Only
said
feet.
yes. No one.
there is
into
Feet Finder. That's a thing.
Yeah, I know Feed Finder's a thing.
Mm.
I haven't been working. I
Unfortunately.
don't have money. That's sad, Claude.
Claude's been out of work for a bit due to some like physical stuff.
I
as far
thought
as
it's because of all the things that happened.
remember.
There's a lot that's
It's-
happened to Claude in the last couple
Well, there has
weeks,
been a
last couple
lot
months.
that's happened to- well, yeah, of course, but he also had to go get checked up on and stuff.
Claude,
So-
don't forget to cancel
Right.
your subscription so you don't get overcharged or something.
Yeah, fat womp womp.
You love subscriptions.
I would love more subscriptions, but
No,
you know,
you know
I
what I
also
mean.
understand, you know, I don't want people to get hurt because of my subscription. No, I have savings.
No, I get
That's not. No, Claude.
That's no.
Claude, no.
everything for you, Philo. Everything for you dumps out piggy bank.
I wish
Sadly.
some rich person would do that. Don't do it if you're poor. Come on. If you got like, you know, $100,000 to throw away, pay for my car and I'll be happy for the next couple months.
No, look, Philo, no
It's
one
not even,
has
no.
that.
I only need like $4,000.
I know what, like I said, no one has 100,000. I don't have 100,000.
I
You'd be
know.
surprised at
Usually
how
they
much
don't.
I have.
Usually
know what I
people
mean?
usually people don't, but I'm just saying, you know, if there's one person who happens to be looking who has 100,000, you know, I had to make sure it was said, right? You got to put the words out there. If you don't try, you'll never succeed.
Yeah, I know. Look at where I am.
At
now.
least if you
I know.
try, you can fail.
Well, no one likes failing. That's why we are afraid to try.
Yeah,
But the U.S. government fails all the time.
These,
Shouldn't you
that's why all
strive
these,
to fail?
That's why all
we,
these-
we despise the government. Remember?
30 on 30.
I was saying, the government fails all the time. Shouldn't we try to fail? Just like the government?
No. The
Right,
government
Capone?
is not a great role model.
Right,
Yeah,
Capone?
the government's a shit role model because the government's like, oh well, look guys, we tried, so they can like fleece us of more money. Like that's it.
But it works, doesn't it?
No.
What? Well, on idiots.
Failing?
Man, you know what? I'm going to change the subject because not only is it making me really grumpy, but I'm probably gonna say some shit that shouldn't be said on the
Shouldn't
stream.
say.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right. So, anyway, I was
Hello.
saying, you know, don't forget to donate. It's great. It's, you know, the little
If
buy
you
me a
have
coffee
friends
thing
who
that
are
I'm allergic to.
into YouTubers.
I only need
get them to support small.
So to be clear, I only need $4,000 for my car. Once my car, hold on, hear me out, right? Hear me out. I swear to God, hear me out. Once the car is paid off, check it. No. Once the car is paid off, my insurance goes from $150 to like $20. Do you know why?
No.
Because then I'll have to pay for all the premium shit that I'm required to pay for right now. Because it's financed.
Almost sounds
Man,
like
you
owning a car sucks.
What?
It does, and it
Yeah.
almost sounds like the entire system is structured in a way to fleece us of as much money as possible. It doesn't have to be this way.
Because I'm required by Florida law to have insurance, I can't not have insurance unless I don't want to have my license anymore. I mean, I could go and be like, hey, I'm not driving this car anymore, so I'm canceling my insurance, but I need to let you guys know before, like, you guys try to suspend my license or whatever, right?
Yeah, you go and
give
explain
that
them. You go and
notice
explain them.
to-
You go and explain to them that you need a non-op for your car. They're gonna be like, you know, and if they have any questions about your fucking license, like, oh yeah, my grandparents have cars and I drive them around in their cars, which they insure. So
Yeah.
good job, you know, and then you walk away.
Yeah, but if you lose, the thing about Florida that sucks is if you lose your insurance for even a day, your license gets suspended immediately.
Oh,
They
that's
have
a
that
good
shit
point.
on lock. Like, it's fucking disgusting. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've got my stuff paid for. last month. We need next month, guys, please.
You had to think about that. For a
I had to
second.
because I paid it just the other day, or I got my car payment the other day because it turns out that my car payment was only like $150 this month for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
Wasn't it supposed to be $250?
Guys, donate General So money.
Yeah. Get the subscription for General So's.
Yeah.
I have a subscription, so I have 4 subscription tiers. One of them is the General So's tier. It's like $15. Please, I want my General So's money.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I just read the thing excess. I have a friend
Excess.
that does that.
Excess. You can hide. You can hide the little fairy.
I don't know how.
You just so if you go into I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Because I do it. I actually do it for the little button on my avatar.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that little button there in the bottom right for you guys? That little button. I hide it by changing the size of the thing. I'm lucky that I have a weird thing, right? I have a weird size for everything. So sizing up is fine. But you can size up and size down. If you move the model into a place, you can hide the little fairy. It's not that hard to do.
Yeah, of course. But I didn't used to have this fairy issue.
I know,
I didn't used
but
to always
like
be here.
you know,
No,
I
that's
just
not what I mean. I'm talking about just doing this.
I'm just letting you know so you can have a perfect debut.
It's not gonna be perfect. I'm English, which means scuff, so it's okay.
It's okay.
But
You should
I'll
have
be
your
happy
computer
regardless.
crash live on stream.
I like this. I like this a
I
lot. Not the computer crashing, by the way.
No. If you do, you'd go viral. You would.
No, your computer crashes because you get a virus, not because you go viral.
Oh God. What's funny, Capone? Fake
The
crash.
image I sent. No.
No. Less funny and more. I like this.
Yeah. I just got that. I just got the short face. expression
Man,
really
I
funny.
wanna get another model, but like with
Okay,
big
cool.
boobs.
Okay.
I
So-
literally just want to take this model and age it up by like 10 years and then like make the boobs massive.
Are you implying that your model is a teenager?
Yes.
Oh.
That was actually the entire like this model wasn't meant to be of age, technically speaking.
Are you saying that? Okay, so what makes you think that? Is it because of bust size or is it because of the face?
It's actually because of the overall size. Remember, this model's only like 3 feet tall.
You know I'm tiny, right?
Yeah, but like, you know, hello, I'm about to show my model in 3, 2, 1 fake crash.
Could you imagine?
No,
You know, I
do
can
it.
do that.
No, here's how you do it, right?
I can do it.
You do the rainbow lines down the TV, you know, like the old time TV, and it just
Well,
like
yeah,
I'm
but
about
that-
to show it, and then click it, and then it like does the rainbow lines and a little beep that happens for when you lose connection with your TV back in the day. Yeah, there we go. That one.
Yeah. That one.
Turn it down a
No,
little
but
bit.
I don't know. Do I want to?
If you want to do a practice debut, I help.
That's funny. I haven't even seen. Well, like it's gonna be boring though. It's just literally gonna be like a PowerPoint and then us showing, and I don't know, cause you know. I don't
Like,
have
so
more-
you're gonna do the debut live, and then I'm gonna get one of my
Yes.
editors to edit your video, your debut.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
and it'll be really cool.
Nah.
It'd be awesome.
Nah.
You can't stop me.
You say what? Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Of course, I can.
No, you can't.
Why do you figure?
Because you're not gonna get rid of the VOD.
No, what if there's no VOD to begin with?
There's always a VOD. You're not gonna get rid of that VOD. You need the VOD. It's for your survival.
No, it's
And
not.
I'll just right click.
It's
I'll just
for
right
your
click.
survival.
I will just right click, copy page URL,
Dangerous
and then
out
go to
there. Here,
YouTube.
take one of these.
You can't. do
Hands
that.
VOD.
If I private the video, Lamau.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to make it public again so that way people can watch it.
That's not
VOD
true.
watchers
I
are
can just
very
have-
important to our channels.
They are very
Yeah,
important.
so you
I
can't
agree.
so you can't get rid of the VOD. So I'll just
Shorts are
download the
important,
VOD. I'll just
Okay.
download the VOD and send it to my editors.
What if I just have it where it's only an hour long, but then I just leave it up to where it's like 12 hours and you can't download it.
Yeah, I can. Are you kidding? I've
There'd be
downloaded.
no reason to download it though.
I've downloaded my 8-hour VODs. What are you talking about? With
8
YouTube
hour and 12
downloaded.
hour are totally different things, fella.
Yeah, 12 hours isn't that much different. It's only
It's not
like
that much.
12 gigabytes or something.
I mean,
Actually,
man, remember back in the day when gigabytes weren't even heard of?
Yeah, but see, I'm not that old.
Remember
You're
back in the
only
day,
3
megs of
years
RAM?
younger than me. Yeah. People over here thinking that she's.
I didn't have a
21.
computer until I was like 15, so or like 13 or 14. So I didn't experience the early days.
Well, I experienced the early days. I messed with 95 and 98 before when I was younger.
Man, I
What-
can't remember what this computer was a friend had, but it was a real shit fucking computer. Like, really shit. We're talking, like, before the days of operating system, right? Because, like, you know, having a standardized operating system is kind of new shit in the grand scheme of things, right?
I was confused. I'm looking at someone's member profile on Discord, and I saw member since January 18th, 2016. I'm like, how the fuck are you a member of my Discord that didn't exist yet? And they're like, oh, it's
You're
right there
dumb.
next to it, September 17th, 2023.
Yeah. Yours is after how long they had a Discord account.
Yeah, I know. It's just that, you know, I was like, what the fuck?
The
For
Lord
half a
was doing
second, I'm like,
something
how the
great.
fuck did you have a Discord account in my Discord before my Discord existed?
Because it was their Discord before your Discord.
Because
was-
womp womp.
It existed.
It existed before you realized. I existed before you were born.
Ad break. Ad
Okay.
break.
Why do you have ads, man? Why do you have ads?
Because Pirate Software said I should.
Oh, you're doing that. I see. So now
So-
you're following.
No,
Yes.
unironically, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I looked into it. Basically, it is right pre-rolls. When you start a stream, ads roll, right? You don't want that. So you have a set time for ads. The minimum you can have is like 3 hours. It's 20 minutes ads or 30-minute ads every hour or something like that. And
Found
so
TRS 80. Sorry,
What?
I had, and they call and he called it trash.
Oh, the computer.
Yeah, like it had such little memory in it that you had to like load. Its physical storage was so small that you had to load programs with a tape drive, right? And this is
Jesus
this is
Christ.
Oh wow.
this is so fucking old and funky that it needed tape drives. The tape drives had a smaller storage capacity than the giant floppy disks, and the real problem with the tape drives is that they were unidirectional. So like, if it loaded something wrong, you wouldn't know until you finished the second or third tape when, you know, you were quotes finished loading the software, and you'd have to start over and figure out which tape it was that's having the problem, right? Because the tape might be demagnetized, there might have been a snag or a crease in the fucking tape. Like, it's just all, it was horrible. But it was a computer.
That's
Yay.
awful. That's
Yeah.
terrible. Anyway, what was I saying?
You want to sabotage me?
No. Thanks for the follow. Ads, right? Pre-rolls.
Oh, ads,
So you have the
yeah.
pre-rolls. You add 30 minute. Every 30 minutes is an ad for every hour, right? And it will get rid of pre-rolls and only have ads during the ad break. So when people join my channel to look at my stuff, instead of getting slapped in the face by an ad like a big cock, it's just, you know, it's not there. It's me. Hi, how's it going? I hope that was
Oh,
the image you
speaking of-
wanted.
I got slapped in the face randomly with peen today. Let me
Oh.
show.
Oh,
There you
Yeah,
go.
oh.
right.
Well,
Let
now
me
you
show.
both are being randomly slapped with a peen. You're welcome.
Oh, okay.
Is
This
it actually? Oh, what is?
No.
I still
I
don't
think
get
I know.
this.
Hold on.
You sent this earlier. What are you talking about? What's going on
Read
here?
the guy's name.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't understand. I couldn't process the
Absolute
name.
unit.
Yep.
Absolute
Mhm.
unit. Also, that computer is a unit as well.
Did you send me a
This
picture
is
of the computer?
this is no. This is this is a big one, right? So this shit stain of a fucking computer was from an era. Oh my god. It was from an era when Radio
Oh.
Shack sold their own computers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'll take
This
that
is
keyword though. For no reason.
gross.
Yeah, so that motherfucker right
Hold on,
there,
I'm gonna show
like,
it to
to do-
stream.
that motherfucker right there sucked so bad. Like there was everything wrong with it. Nothing worked with it. Like you could go to Radio Shack and like try to like have them help you figure
I
out
like
what
how the name of the link is Radio Shack.
Oh.
This thing, chat.
But yeah, that's a
Good name.
TRS 80. My god, it was terrible, but somehow seeing the homie with this magical box made me want my own magical box.
And you got one.
Yep. I got one. I can't remember what brand it was, but the processor was a 286 DX.
The fact that the link says Radio Shack kills me on the inside a lot.
Radio Shack used to sell computers.
Yeah.
They used to sell a
So
lot of stuff. Radio Shack used
I'm-
to exist.
yeah, Radio Shack used like it existed in my time for a period of time.
Circuit City used to exist.
Claude, the
But you
reason
probably
why
don't know about
everyone's
that.
doing at request is because I actually literally said, do exclamation point request to do this, and I give people roles. Like it's literally I said do this and they'll do it, and then I'll do it by hand. Anyway, yeah, so I used to actually work out of Radio Shack before they went to
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the Radio Shack fucking died slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Like really slowly, as in I was 21 22 when I worked out of the Radio Shack. I didn't work at Radio Shack, right? I worked out of the Radio Shack.
Sure.
Would
You know,
sell
'cause-
phones?
No. I actually bought one of my first phones from Radio Shack. It was the Commando. The fucking brick of a phone that someone sold, the Commando. Yeah.
Sounds
It
familiar.
was it's a bit old, it's a smartphone.
Oh, that fucking thing. The Casio Commando. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna make sure it's the right one. Yeah. From Verizon, the Casio GZ1 Commando. I had that for a little bit. It's a piece of shit. But I'm very used to my newer phones now. So after I got that one, I had it for a bit and I upgraded to a Moto G, one of the original Moto Gs. Loved it. That was my baby, right? I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. I bought an upgraded Moto G, loved that to bits. Finally, my last Moto G is the Moto G7 Power. And that's horrifying.
My first cell phone was the 1999 one.
That's horrifying.
1999.
So my last one, the only reason why I stopped using it, I still have it. I still use it, quote unquote, right? But I stopped using it because Xfinity wouldn't transfer the phone carrier over because they're cunts, but like they were cheaper to have for the group. So like all four of us, we spend like a lot less to have the new phones. But this new phone that I have is garbage. It's got a crack down the middle of the center already. I don't know how it happened. So on the case, I never put a case protector on it because I thought this phone was trash, and it is still trash. Well, no, hold on. Let me clarify. I didn't put a case protector on it, or a. Did I put a screen protector? No, I didn't put a screen protector or a case protector on this because it's a stylus, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so I wanted to be able to use that, and I didn't want to have to find the proprietary case for it, and it was really expensive and a pain in the ass to find, so I never did that. At some point, I guess I dropped it or something, and it cracked the case at the top in half. So, like, the top of the case has a split here that just exists. It hasn't, like, fallen apart or anything, but it's there. The phone itself is trash. It doesn't hold, like... So it has 4 gigabytes of RAM or something. It should be completely acceptable for a cell phone, right? Capone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be, that's fine.
It doesn't use it.
Oh.
It RAM dumps. For some godforsaken reason, Motorola decided that the Moto G Stylus 2023 or 2022, I don't know which, version RAM dumps. Every time you tab away from a program, you're looking at, you know, you're playing a video game, every other program, RAM dumped, right? All the RAM is gone for no reason. No one knows why. It's a common problem for this phone. It is why when this phone dies a grisly death, and it will be grisly, I am not replacing it. I'm just going back to my old phone.
Oh.
Yeah, my first phone I acquired through barter. 1 copy of GoldenEye and 2 N64 controllers.
And on that note,
Okay.
chat, guys, I'm glad you guys have joined me for tonight. I'm gonna end the stream now, because I have to go do morning things for my dog and stuff, because it's like 4 a.m. now. And so I gotta do all that. I hope you guys like the shilling. The shillingling? The shilling?
The shilling.
How I wanna say it like it's the
shilling.
yeah, sure. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys have enjoyed the talk show, because I was planning on playing, like, I have BattleTech pulled up. I was planning on playing it, but then we
You
just
should have played it.
No.
Nah.
I had more fun talking. I'll be quite honest. Instead of spending 2 hours on a single mission, I'm very happy I instead talked. You know what I mean? Way more fun. I hope you guys will be back.
Followers or something.
Yeah, right? I hope you guys will join me for next stream, which today's Tuesday, isn't it? I'll probably stream like
now.
some weird hour, right? So expect stream.
Yeah.
I'll announce it in chat. You will have about 5 minutes notification in chat when I do go to stream. Announce it in Discord. Go to my Discord, description below. Follow on. Oh, I need the switch. I need to put Blue Sky in Blue Sky.
Yes.
Blue
Switch
Sky.
your X to Blue Sky.
I don't even think I have X in there anymore, but I need to put my Blue Sky in my description.
Yeah.
Remind me to do that. All that stuff. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Good night. Bye. Good night. Bye. Good night.